My name is Erica Lorraine Spencer, and I remain subject to state surveillance and terrorism by the state of California that is operating a malicious targeting system, which is referred to as federal group stalking and monitoring via communication devices. And it is in violation of federal stalking statute 18 U.S.C. sections 2261A subsections 1 and 2. My website and podcast serve the public good by publishing evidence of the public entity's ceaseless engagement in a pattern of conduct intended to stalk and monitor via communication devices, surveil, harass, and terrorize an American citizen in concert with the people of the state of California. Documentation serves the lawful purposes of wide exposure, federal prosecution, and influencing federal legislation with policies specifically designed to punish, dismantle, and disincentivize an unprecedented targeting system by a public entity that acts in concert with the people of the state in order to criminally place under surveillance and terrorize an American citizen, which is a matter of public corruption in the state of California. See thepatternofconduct.wordpress.com. This is how the demonic maintain an environment while I am being followed with a light source that is not the sun. This is terrorism. That's the use of a car alarm. The fake sun is over my head at the Ovid Family Community Library. I just captured substantial video starting at 7:34 a.m. and actually ending at 7:42 a.m., which is a substantial video, but it is pointing out a lot of useful information. So that is fruitful and very probative evidence with regard to stalking with a fake sun, and also with regard to what is already the heavily documented Ovid Family Community Library, demonstrating what is a state system. 8SHB 672 is parked in the parking lot of Ovid Family Community Library. 8DQC 621, these are third parties and or state actors, where the light source is directly over me and directed light is present, meaning my shadow is both in front of me and behind me, which is an impossibility. I'm showing you in the video what is the fake sun that's over my head while I'm facing the light source, right? But you have what is a shadow that's also in front of me. That's directed light. That's impossible light. It is currently 7:45 a.m. Alrighty, license plate 8WTH243 and 6A49661. Those are the demons carrying leaf blowers, stalking in the path on what is Lemon and D Street, where I'm capturing the video of the fake sun right over me at the Ovid Family Community Library. Those demons are stalking. They are engaged in surveillance, and so they are sitting in the parking lot of the Wells Fargo ATM, and they're waiting for me to walk past. At the moment that I begin walking through the crosswalk, then they are already in their vehicle. They're prepared to engage in what is crossing of path. That's a criminal act. It is the demonic activity. This is terrorism. Demons are stalking all around. This is the conduct of this demonic activity, this ritualistic pacing around you. But it is also, understand, criminal. So this is where the demonic is also criminal. They're engaging in this surveillance conduct, which is achieving monitoring with communication devices, and they are engaging in sitting in their vehicle in this parking lot, and they're waiting until I cross the street, and this is when they drive by. Driving by is referred to as what is crossing path. They are doing so in this deliberately maintained environment, which is entirely demonic and terrorizing as well, and doing so as I am on this opposite side of the street. So I want to read that license plate. Those are the third parties you also see on video, engaging in the creation of audible activity, which is also amplified because while I'm walking on Euclid Avenue, this is audible activity that they are creating on a street that is to my right. And so while I'm walking north on Euclid Avenue, they are on a street that is east of me on what is Lemon. All right, this is intentional audible activity creation, 6ALX773. And as you see in the video, as I walk from the parking lot to the turn circle area at the front of the entrance area where the Ovid Family Community Library is, you see the fake sun that moves right over to that opposite side of that building. And that's exactly what's ongoing. As you see in video, when I'm in vehicle or where I'm on foot, that light source is moving as I move, all right? And that is also speaking to what is not the mutual presence over any Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. It's not at the same time over 630 North Fern, license 7ZBY116. License 5NPU575 91954J2. And that light source is remaining exclusively over me as I am in motion, whatever direction that I am going in. And you've literally seen that. The light source engages in literally making turns as whatever vehicle I'm on makes a turn on a specific street. This is entirely demonic, what you are witnessing. And I just wanted to use this time with regard to 735, where the light source is captured 8UCZ006, where the light source is captured January 22nd, 2022 at a specific venue where it remains for a term of time. You're talking about hours. And then I get on the bus and I go to the Ovid Family Community Library, where, by the way, the fake sun is already present today at 7:34 in the morning. License 22577G2. It is not coexisting. It's not occurring at the same time. All right, with regard to the presence of the light source being there at 10:06 as I arrive, or being there at 7:35 and remaining there until I get there later at 10:06. It's impossible with regard to what I'm documenting. 5WWP821. Why is it impossible? Because it's not the actual sun, and that light source is following me as I go around. And so that's what you're looking at. And you're going to recall, look at the video documentation, what I documented January 22nd, 2022. 5DVN368, group stalking at ARCO at 434 North Euclid Avenue. 8V56954, 6EBV926. And also group stalking at the Chevron, 506 Euclid Avenue. That demon drives onto the property, directed light moving all across that property. 8ZKE263. License 8XGP998, 4ZGB360, 8VMC434, 8VEW144, 7DUS282. City of Ontario at Starbucks at 507 North Euclid Avenue, using that dumpster truck for light activity. It's facilitation. Showing you what is indeed 8NUNEZ6. Fake sun is indeed over this ARCO, and it's not remaining over any Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue, as is the case at 7:35 in the morning on January 22nd. It's remaining over me. And that is demonic, which is terrorism, while federal stalking is underway by these demons. 8WQL790, 8TYK170. 6EBV926. Get rid of that one already. 5HOQ416. I think I read that one already. 8UCZ006. 53D 53D0592, 53D0592, 66571X1, touching with directed light while they're driving north on Euclid Avenue, reaching all the way over onto me on the sidewalk. All right, not only is the fake sun revealing demon possession, the conduct of these demons who are sex-offending terrorists, touching with this mark of demon possession, this directed light, while they're monitoring with communication devices, engaging in interstate stalking. License 7LNC165. And the fake sun's not over any Starbucks. It's right here over the Chevron where I'm standing. CB36C48. That's a paper plate on a white BMW SUV driven by what appears to be an African-American male. This is audible activity while you're hearing that. Directed lights moving across the surfaces. Starbucks at 507 North Euclid Avenue is monitoring. It's right across the street as well. 8TTU187, 7SLW881, 7KIP382, 22734U1. 8VWT838, 8VDJ411, I believe. 8M, I can't really see that when you express them. And it is 7:52 a.m. 6M43736. 8UDM872, 8RZF760. 4ZDH715, 8PHY621. 5A9, 8535, 192 P.O.8, Nevada, 81553K1. 7WVA509. 265208H1, that's RGS. 6MIA530. 5VKM670, 7H31395, 7HUN942. 8UVK817, 6GVC468. 7VPJ819. 8EML371. TRSHMBR, I believe. 56995C3, 6TCY988. I'm at G Street in Euclid Avenue. It's 7:55 a.m. 48780F3, 8KLL951, 7KVC491, 6RDX472, 7FSK041, 28870N1, 8MF641, I believe, substantially similar, I can't really tell, 49135G2, 7RZN417, directed light on El Pescador while 7EQK170 is approaching, driving on G Street, driving west on G Street, and then turning north on Euclid Avenue. They're group stalking at 7:56 a.m. License 7MPK548. License 7KNL506, 7VHH049, 6TYC016. It's 7:56 a.m. All right, license plate showing you what is the fake sun that's over El Pescador as I have proceeded to walk north of Euclid Avenue. Again, that is the absence of any light source that is contrary to what I documented. You see it clearly over my head at Starbucks. This minion running into 7G520L1 from the third parties that are right over here on the, looks like the bungalows, third party facilitating venue. This minion is monitoring. The fake sun is over here using their vehicle, trying to hop up into it, engaging in relevant positioning. 8BES716, 6TYM661, while the fake sun is captured right here, piercing over the edge of the El Pescador, right over here at the street at G Street in Euclid in the city of Ontario. The light source is not at the same time remaining over the Starbucks as I documented January 22nd as of 7:35 in the morning, where it remains 4 hours because I do not get on the bus until the 9 o'clock hour at 9:47 a.m. Again, I'm pointing that out over and over again because that is exactly what you need to look at. This is how you are witnessing the impossibility of what is the ongoing occurrence. This impossibility is, this is how you are witnessing what is demonic. 7AAV060, 28671A1, 8LWH976, 8WPE302, 7RLH052, 7DZL179. This is, again, as I pointed out, this minion that's running around to this little white van over here. She's monitoring. These demons know that I'm here. That's why Satan itself, the light source, the fake sun, is over me. Demons are engaging in the pattern of conduct in concert with a demonic entity. And that's also why you're not going to have any legal argument. License plate 6XGX754. License 6VAL122. And it is the reality. Go ahead. GDUPP. This is the reality of what is demonic activity, a demon-possessed population that's engaging in what is relevant criminal activity, criminal surveillance. And where both that criminal conduct by what is relevant in a court of law, no religious rights exercise, criminal activity by a government, moreover, is underway. And this is the combination, the understanding of how those elements work. You're talking about not the elements of monitoring, the elements of this case. You're talking about 5CCE 989, that's the license plate. You're talking about what is understanding demon possession, which is revealed through this pattern of conduct, which is revealed through a demonic environment. It's a specific identifier. This is relevant to what is understanding a demon-possessed population. This is relevant to the ways in which the government's going to be operating, 7MPK525, the ways in which law should be structured, because it's not a fallacy, and because it is a very real, 7L09839, because it is a very real issue with regard to criminal conduct, because the demon-possessed are engaging in specific criminal activity. All right, and it is concerning what is the use of communication devices while placing another under surveillance, doing so as a population, doing so maliciously on behalf of a government. All right, and this terrorism is done exclusively by those who are of that condition. There is no exception. As I've shown you in my documentation, there's no exception with regard to that ongoing ceaseless environment that remains around me and those who are around me in that environment. It is around me, that environment is around me for that targeting purposes, for the targeting purposes of those demons who surround, who are engaging in criminal activity. It's in violation of Title 18. They're not exercising any religious rights. And you're talking about what is directly relevant. It is not in any way separate from what is that pattern of conduct of interstate stalking. The fact that you are revealing what is demon possession, it is directly relevant because the entity that is documented engaging in interstate stalking, the fact that you are of this demon possession, this is what showing this impossibility of this light source is about. It's relevant with regard to revealing what is terrorism as a demonic pattern of conduct underway by a government acting vicariously through a people, are acting as one to engage in such methods of terrorism while they're stalking altogether. All right, and it is that is what is so probative with regard to showing a light source that is clearly, it's not possibly the sun, and there is no reasonable argument. There is no way that you could confront it. There's no way that you can address that. All right, and so this is why I'm showing you every vantage point, every facet, every possible angle that you are able to analyze it, because it's also not a matter of rocket science. All right, and so you are clearly able to witness that impossibility with regard to also the wealth of documentation. And this is how I get so specific with down to the hour, down to the minute. You're understanding not only the time of year. If this is the sun, then it would be clearly there would be nothing there. There would be nothing meaty and juicy. There wouldn't be anything there. But you have a clear conflict. The light source is remaining as a matter of documentation, which is why you document. All right, the fact that it would be visible from the sky space. You're talking about one thing, but you're talking about what I'm showing is hovering over me. That is not remaining visible over me at the Starbucks, where it is indeed remaining for a term of hours. And then I get on the bus and you see the light source that is by necessity not already at this end of the street, certainly not on Euclid Avenue. I remain on Holt Boulevard. And the light source is seen on the south south of my location while I'm on the bus. So I'm facing south on the Omnitrans bus at 9:47 in the morning. And the light source is moving west as the bus is moving west. Okay, while you are witnessing that, you are looking at what is not the light source that's already present at that location. It is certainly not anywhere over on Euclid Avenue. I'm not even facing you. It's an impossibility. And then what also do you see? The light source does not progress any further. It remains directly over me as I then walk to the Ovid Family Community Library, where I was this morning at the same time where I was documenting Starbucks at 7:35 in the morning on January 22nd. I did that on purpose. It's a pure impossibility. You're witnessing what is the presence of Satan itself, revealing that reality, the presence of Satan. You are seeing it through the environment. That impossibility is revealing what is entirely of Satan. This satanic environment is directly revealing the demon-possessed who surround. The demon-possessed reveal their own selves by what they are doing. Stalking. They're maintaining presence all around. And how do you know they're stalking? Because directed light is remaining all around while they engage in what's supposed to be ordinary and distinct from me. They're all going about their business, but not when directed light. This impossible occurrence of light manifests while you are merely just driving by or walking by. That is the identity of what is stalking. It is an impossibility that continuously occurs. All right, you're talking about, again, this impossibility. This is demonic. These are the minions of Satan itself, while a light source that is not possibly the sun remains over me. What is revealing with regard to this demonic conduct? The demons that are the people of the state engaging in facilitation, this stalking with light conduct, which is the conduct of the demon possessed, who are engaging in what is interstate stalking, this engineered light, this stalking with light, this maintenance of light, in addition to the maintenance of noise, which is referred to as audible activity. It's amplified for the purposes of what is massive monitoring. It's amplified because you're dealing with what is the demonic. Everything is contorted. Everything is twisted. This is wicked made manifest for you. All right. And you're talking about what is serving monitoring with communication devices that it has. The demon possessors are engaged in focusing, studying, maintaining what is their cell phones chiefly. This is how the ordinary American citizen can stalk and monitor. 71416J3, 7P. Y805, I believe. I can't really see that one that clearly. And you have what is the entity engaging in what is directly impacting the operation of my communication devices while they engage in this ritualistic satanic pattern of conduct. So this is what is revealed through that. And this is understanding why I'm breaking that down, because that's a combination of what is directly what is being revealed. It is just that. It is not only criminal in violation of Title 18. This is terrorism, which needs to be recognized in the United States, because the government is not only criminally placing you under surveillance. The government they are puppets of Satan doing it with these demons who are the people of the state. It's entirely demonic. Every method employed entirely rooted from the pits of hell, conjured up in the pits of hell, okay? Twisted and demented in every regard. You are witnessing this illustration of this demented, this demonic activity through what our companies engaging in state surveillance, 8CJZ177, through what are government actors. And I've shown you this demonic environment while those who are government actors, the state acting directly, and they are demonstrating their demon possession. This is not only criminal while you're subject to surveillance by the entity, it is terrorism as it is documented while that demon possession is being demonstrated. To demonstrate that while you're stalking and monitoring another is terrorism, and that is a very serious federal charge. And you're talking about what is in the government, already in violation of Title 18, engaging in federal stalking with the people of the state. that is exceeding the language of Title 18, Section 2261A. You are exceeding an intent, 8HFG 906, an intent to try to intimidate and harass and injure while you are representing the government engaging in interstate stalking, while you are clothed as a government actor engaging in that pattern of conduct, 98647B2, BF15S18. You are exceeding that. All right, that's the language of existing federal law. You're talking about federal law does not address what is the surveillance conduct by government that is engaging in a satanic pattern of conduct in order to surveil you. 6EOJ 965 52609N1 8C59473 7SLR 604 5JHD 488 BU67H31 paper 7GJY 556, I believe. 7RSP 540, and it's 8:10 a.m. So this is that combination of that, and as I'm documenting, as I've revealed, you have the entity, because this is demonic. This is entirely demonic. So you're talking about what is essentially an unknown population. This population is known now. An unknown population, which is very real. It's very relevant. You're talking about demons in your family, demons that you're working with, demons that you are dating, romantically engaged, however it is that they are in life. But this is a demon-possessed population, and it's a real consideration with regard to the criminal conduct that you are placing. We're in the United States, and so placing another under surveillance is a violation of existing law. For you, VX193, and that's very serious with regard to also doing it on behalf of a government. 8WIK427. That's what law enforcement represents. That's what the court system represents. The same entity engaging in what are acts of obstruction of justice, while they are the same entity, demon-possessed, engaging in surveillance in and at those state facilitating venues, facilitating it, engaging, again, demonic activity outside of age, outside of the status. They're demons monitoring together. 6EJD378. So that is the pattern of conduct, and that's why I'm spelling that out. And that is what is so probative with regard to understanding that my ability to literally point out a camera and show you that's impossible light activity. Sunlight is not bouncing off like lasers, and then always having this tendency to be aimed toward me where I am. I mean, reaching across roads in order to touch. This is demonic. All right. And you have seen this. I'm not only describing it verbally, I am showing this in video. As you see, literally the manifestation of light. You're witnessing the demonic, and you're witnessing what is the grounds of prosecution for terrorism. All right. And so anyway, it's 8:11 a.m. 422-7472. Extra lease, touching with directed light, 20845J2. Extra lease, spelled XTRA lease. That's a large truck. All right. And the conduct of demons is, as I recite something with regard to their conduct, you'll have a demon that comes and engages in that. That's attributed to the entity, but that particular demon driving extra lease trucking. It is 8:12 a.m. and the fake sun is remaining over me as I'm walking north on Euclid Avenue. And again, January 22nd, I remain stationary at that property of Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. And this is the P.O.C. JKV385 6ZYZ267, excuse me. (7VQW 945) (6DFT 213) 6NMU 045 7XO4755 8GUK 278 7TPU 851 8GUN 299 7FIB 461 7MLU 806 7722 OZ1 SNODRFT 8GNT 963 7MOR 284 SNOPLAY 8KFV 955 7YCT 677 8CTZ 359 7VNU 884 8TGR 364 and it's 8:14 a.m. Let me show you the fake sun on this street where I'm reciting license plate to third parties as I remain subject to this system. Where the light source is right over me as I'm walking down this particular street, no longer keeping the fake sun on Euclid Avenue as I venture down this side street, walking east on a street, deviating from Euclid Avenue. The fake sun deviates with me, remaining right over my head. All right, it's 8:14 a.m. Alrighty, just capturing what is the ongoing pattern of conduct while I'm documenting what are the people of the state using their license plate. Their license plates that are parked outside of what are their third-party facilitating venues, and that is the reality where the government's placed under surveillance, and while they want to surveil you, you are wide open for being documented and prosecuted in the same way you are. And let me be clear, 7TPU851, this demon is engaging in facilitation while using their hazards in front of the property with knowledge of the fact that I'm documenting them. And so let me document that address that's engaging in that P.O.C. The fake sun is already here. I just want to be clear, that's already documentation, but those demons come out, and like I said, everything that they're doing is serving for their own demise. You're already documented, and then you're stepping out, engaging in that P.O.C. Coming out in front of what is 124. Get this street address right here. This is where license 8NZK270 is parked, 7WLV449 is parked, 8GUN299, 6NMU, oh no, that's on the opposite side of the street, scratch that. But this is in front of 124, coming out and creating light activity, stalking in the path. These demons are in their, these minions are in their venues, monitoring and know that I'm walking down the street, documenting their license plates. And let me show you the fake sun over this venue where this demon comes and uses their hazards, stalking in the path. This is what UtiliQuest is doing. This is what Spectrum was doing. This is what third parties are with regard to using utility trucks as I'm documenting. This is what that minion does in front of facilitating venue 124. I'll get the total address in a second. Let me show you the fake sun. Alrighty, I just want to go ahead and document. I'm documenting all of them, but when you've got one that wants to engage in the pattern of conduct, you're serving for, and this is the nature, this is the downfall. This is what I'm saying. This is the flip side of that system. The government that's engaging in this conduct through a people, you can have one of those minions because they're acting on behalf of an entity. You'll get everybody, first of all, documented with regard to letting, well, you already know with regard to the environment, but the way that I operate, I've already documented thousands, okay? But you're talking about coming out and engaging in light activity creation with your communication device, walking to and from 124, what's this street? 124 Granada? Yeah, 124 Granada Court, Granada Cut. The minion is creating light activity and then pacing back and forth from that venue where I also want to go ahead, and that's what I captured. The fake sun is right over that venue. They are monitoring, and they also know that they're being documented. And then you have what is an ongoing threatening act while they come out, and that's what that is, creating light activity in front of that venue. While they engage in that light activity creation, it's facilitation for the rest of the minions who are inside of their facilitating venues to engage in the pattern of conduct as well. This is, again, Granada Court and Euclid Avenue. It's 8:18 a.m. Righty, it's P.O.C. What you hear in the background, this minion with their dog, she's monitoring with the communication device, and the fake sun is right here over me at the intersection where I'm standing. I took a picture of the street signs. I'm at Granada and Euclid, and it's 8:18 a.m., and there is no actual sun that is remaining over in alignment to the parking lot facing east at Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. It is remaining over me, and it is that exclusive. It is that exclusive because why? There's only one sun. And not only that, this documentation is constantly centered on where I am in San Bernardino County on a specific street, Amtrak, crossing paths, vehicle 47995, and directed light while Amtrak crosses path, driving north on Euclid Avenue. So you have what is the entity engaging in keeping that fake sun over Starbucks on January 22nd, and there is no way, I wouldn't even be capturing it over some house on Granada. While I'm walking on Euclid Avenue and then turning to walk east onto Granada, on 124 Granada, a third-party facilitating venue in Ontario, where they're monitoring, and the fake sun is right over her house, right over her or his house, right over their venue, and that's an impossibility. And that's how you're documenting the people of the state. That was documenting Starbucks, a third-party facilitating venue, and it's not just Starbucks. I'm just speaking to where I was at. All of those hotels. All of those businesses, those restaurants, all of them are in relevant position monitoring. You're subject to what is massive monitoring. Satan itself is present in what is a light source that is not possibly the sun. I'm revealing to you what is the presence of Satan and what is the presence of minions. 7DNX200, 8YYB385. 670-2583. It's 8:20 a.m. 7MWW837. If you'll recall, while I'm capturing images of the venue, third-party facilitating venue where the people of the state are maintaining relevant positioning on behalf of a government that's engaged in state surveillance and terrorism, because that's what that is documenting. The entity is, remember yesterday placing a fake sign over 7-Eleven at 204 North Euclid Avenue. Remember my video at 8:02 in the morning when I'm in a vehicle and the fake sign is remaining in the window as I'm traveling up the street, right? You're remembering all that? The fake sun's already over me in Upland. That's what you're remembering while I'm capturing the fake sun over 124 Granada. 8LJK, all these demons crossing path while they know I'm documenting. 8LJK502. License 7TLD513, and they're under a fake sun that's remaining on this particular street where I am, back next to what is not a genuine church. Another one calling themselves a Methodist church. The church has nothing to do with what is entirely satanic. There are nothing but demons that fill a venue calling itself a church. You can say the words Jesus, you can say the words hallelujah, you can say whatever words you want. It's nothing but audible activity, ongoing demonic conduct, ritualistic satanic activity, which is also only known by them. Okay, but for a time where that ongoing identity and that ongoing presence and that ongoing course of conduct is made manifest, which is exactly what this is. 7MWW837, you're also learning the absence of any substance as to what you are calling things. 7TJZ795 in a superficial existence. Demons call themselves Christians all the time. All right. And so I'm not going to preach on it. I'm going to leave that alone. Amplified audible activity of what's a train. It's impossible audible activity. That's demonic. The fake sun is remaining over my head while I'm walking down the street. This is demonic. Directed light remains. And I'm standing by again for purposes of educating the masses. It does not matter where you want to call yourself a Christian. You are going to document that so-called Christian by what is the audible activity, the relevant positioning, and the light activity that they engage in. Demons engage in a very specific code of conduct. They're in a very specific environment. All right, CB30L45 paper, license 6PMA138. This demon crossing path, 8WPH188, touting U.S.C. while they're stalking somebody else. All right, demonstrating demon possession, 8CFF655 and 8KBV503, 6DRL127, 7KVV148. So it is currently 8:23 a.m. and 8NNP722, because I didn't read that one. There is no light source. The actual sun, again, as I was documenting Tracy Banks, a psychopath who's very wicked and demented, delusional psychopath, very dangerous and entirely wicked and evil, a treacherous person. And those are not just gratuitous adjectives that I'm using. This is the reality which is revealed by her conduct, because as you are seeing what is not the actual sun that's remaining over me while I'm in her car at 8:02 in the morning, and I am minutes later in the city of Upland at the 7-Eleven, and you see this demon with license plate 4WON432 going by the name of Tracy Banks stalking in the path under the fake sun that's directly over me at that 7-Eleven as I'm capturing on video while she is monitoring. Again, I'm her flesh and blood. I'm supposed to be the one who she gave birth to. This is an evil person. This is a demon-possessed person, not a mother. You're dealing with a spirit. You're dealing with what are creatures. This is the reality of this criminal system. All right? You're talking about what is necessarily hostility while you are engaging in this pattern of conduct amongst one that you are blood related to. You're supposed to love, right? You're supposed to protect. All right, you're supposed to defend, because I know that before knowing that this demon that birthed me was a psychopath and intended my harm, because that's exactly what the reality while you are engaging in this pattern of conduct against your own and unbeknownst to me. All right, a malicious psychopath. All right, and a sex offender, a criminal. All right, and this is based on her objective conduct. All right, so that is necessarily the case when you are engaging in this pattern of conduct against one that you are related to, and doing so with strangers that I don't know. All right, and doing so together as the demons that you are, on behalf of the government at that. All right, so let me be clear. This demon is the one that you hear loudly talking on the phone. Do you hear? Are you my this psychopath is monitoring while the fake sun is remaining over me, and that's exactly what I was pointing out. All right, and that is not the sun, first of all, that is going to be present over any Starbucks parking lot as it remained on January 22nd, 8T10497. That is not the sun that is today, the light source that is already over the parking lot of 7-Eleven at this time where I am remaining there capturing video, and then those demons that are using gardening tools to stalk with audible activity, SoCal Edison, a demon in a vehicle, swiping with directed light all over the 7-Eleven entrance while I begin moving around on camera, all right? And you're talking about what is the fake sun that's directly over me while I am facing east in that parking lot. This is very specific. It is impossible, does not coexist with what I'm showing you at 124 Granada Court in the city of Ontario, all right? Let alone what I documented on January 22nd, the same time of year. All right, so you're down to what is going to be the same position of the light source that's supposed to be the sun. It would be in the same position, and it's not. It's right over me, though. That's the same pattern, and that's an impossibility. It is revealing what is demonic, and that is a demon going by the name of Tracy Banks that I documented yesterday, a cold-hearted psychopath engaged in treachery that has been documented, very detailed documentation for her judgment as she acts on behalf of an entity. It is currently 8:26 a.m., 7JCN 195, 6ALD 654, 5375272. And the light source is right here over what is not an actual church, First United Methodist Church. It's nothing but sign, it's nothing but a title. Those words don't mean anything. The word church has actual substance. You know them by what they are doing, not by what they want to call themselves. These are demons, and direct light is moving across this non-church sign. It's demonic activity. All right, it's currently 8:26 a.m. All right, so let me document these thirsty demons. They want attention, they're going to get it. 6KPK131. 8XQV278 or 178, I believe. License 4PWT709 CHARLI. Can't really see the rest of that one. P1051686. And I can't see the back license plate. That's a large truck. These are the demons that are driving by, and direct light is moving across the signage of First United Methodist Church. It's not a very good commercial for that venue. Not a very potent spirit that they have combating what is demonic. I'll say that. License plate 19626C2 8NUF620. In other words, what I am revealing is where the demonic pattern of conduct is underway, it is welcomed. Where it's occurring, it is facilitation for what are the demon possessed who are engaged in the P.O.C. Hooked on towing, license 3 REKLAW. California 560138. License 8LLS 943 7KAM 106. It's 8:28 a.m. Oh, 53505U2 39680Z2 7GVR000 7DY, I can't really see that one. 3UXU, I can't really see that one. You start selling. 8WKG378, 6VAL122, 7MPL434, 8K16743, 7JNL555, 7P3589, I believe substantially similar, 5NQB264, 8TBR772. LJK502. License 86162T1. 8BET195. 7WFA 686, 8FCL 917, 26176N2. (44144M2). (3 NOV 241). (7 BOF 362). (7 NXB 033). (8 BHD 267). (3 M33490). (5 JXK 625). (7 RCW 162). (5 XMW 799). (7 TJC 804, or 7 TJZ 804, excuse me. (6 NNE 278, I believe. I can't really see that, so you can scratch that one. (8 WVG 383, I think. You can scratch that one though. It is 8:32 a.m. and I'm walking north of Euclid Avenue at what is Rosewood and Euclid. License 8XFR 579, 8PGU 225, G55OLO 31680Y1, 8JUJ 961, AR19E24. It's paper. 58900E1, Perez Landscape and Tree Service. Perez Landscape and Tree Service, license 5P48223, 7KCA460, 8YMU639, 6UBV142, 6RHR383, 4KJG593, 6U13898, 8ZMZ017, 65447K3, 8LKC131, HUNNY7, 6KNF445, 7FYD592, 8XHA686, 8XMM920, 8JHZ538, BN61G26, paper. 78561P2, Cornwell Quality Tools at Third Party Facilitating Venue 126 Rosewood, license 18606X2, 7LVX756, 7MJT061, 8EKK186, 40441N1, 7YWL107, 4WAK696, 8PEH460, 8DZS351, 7856. I read that one already. G3A9A4A, that's Arizona. I think I already read 6PTO560, in case I did not. 8LKC131. Eight ZMZ017. Yeah, 8LKC131. 7 JVE694. 8DFB 847. 8TCM 688. 8U48S99, that's paper. 6NXF340, and I think I already read that one. And I am at what is Euclid and Rosewood. Yesterday at 8:02 a.m. I'm showing you the video at while she is driving from, she being Tracy Banks, driving from G Street onto Euclid Avenue, north on Euclid Avenue, and the fake sun is not remaining after 10:30, not remaining after 1:30 in the afternoon. It's remaining over me and moving as the vehicle moves in alignment with me. And you're going to remember I then captured video at the 7-Eleven. I am at what is the 1040 address that I documented on video, license 1404973. And I'll show you the fake sun that's right here over me as I'm walking on the street. This is impossible to coexist. The light source yesterday, if that's the actual sun, then it would be over the 7-Eleven. Of course, you know that's not the sun because there's a mountain of documentation already existing how the state is stalking with the fake sun yesterday, which is that ongoing comparison showing what is stalking with light. The ongoing impossibility, we can go back to January 22nd, 2022, which, again, it originates before that date, even that. But you're talking about the light source is still remaining over me in Ontario at the Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. But again, yesterday I captured video at 8:02 and I'm showing you what is the address of 1040 while you hear Tracy Banks yelling on the phone like she's excited. That's a demon that's monitoring, creating audible activity while the fake sun is moving very quickly as fast as the vehicle is going in order to maintain presence over me. That's why I'm able to capture it at 7-Eleven. It's not over a 7-Eleven. It's not both at the same time over the 7-Eleven and over this property at 1040. While you see in the video, it is necessarily moving over the property, moving over the sky space. And this is the light source keeping in alignment with me while demons are stalking in the path, perpetually maintaining presence and also stalking with directed light across what is a third-party facilitating venue, 1040 at this Rosewood Court property, where I documented these license plates. This is where I'm at. So I'm going to take a picture of what is the light source over me here. And this is where directed light is hitting. The people of the state are indeed living here, monitoring with these minions who are stalking in traffic, who are stalking on the sidewalks, walking all around. This is what is state surveillance. It's 8:38 a.m. And I did capture an image of that so you can see. That is, again, the address that I recited. I zoomed in on it so you could see where the fake sun was over me while I'm in the vehicle going north on Euclid Avenue at 1040. This is where I'm at right now at 8:39 a.m. And I certainly am not here and at the 7-Eleven at the same time. That's not what's going on. This is the pattern of conduct as I read those license plates, including naming what are the demons of the Upland Police Department who are stalking in the path. They're demons alike. There is no respecter with regard to what is revealing that condition. And then you are getting down to what is criminal conduct. While that condition that's directly relevant is also part of that prosecution, you're engaging in terrorism. You're engaging in terrorism while you are demon stalking, engaging in federal stalking with the people of the state while being a police officer. That's terrorism right off the bat, okay? It is currently 8:39 a.m. License 8A72671. Excuse me, license 8A72617. 05200R2. These demons like to stalk at the stoplights. It's a means of systematic stalking. License 7BLM311 37928Z1. 8JHH472, 6WVY089, 8XMG 980. KRK196. WTB275. 32978N2. That's Rooter Hero. License 7KWC903 LVMEYERS. Monitoring while directed light is moving across the Euclid Villas. They're all demons monitoring together. License plate 8RIA909 820-40609F2 7HXH779 8EXD506 28609H3 8GJM 892 I believe 4UDW840 7VPX931 8MFJ613 6FYL701. And I'm at the intersection of what is 4th Street and Euclid, where I was last night, documenting hundreds of those demons stalking at nightfall in direct light while my shadow is standing next to me, in front of me, 2 of them in front, stalking with the underage minions that they are. 8XWF900, license 6TFM776 4PZZ478. SoCal Edison stalking at this intersection like they were at 7-Eleven under the fake sun. 85369C1. License 38. I can't really see that one. But let's get this loud demon over here. 7R FL315 8Y90933 23Y4444. Audible activity, that is amplified audible activity, which is the same with regard to what is facilitation. Directed light across the Euclid villas. And that's while demons are driving by and then direct light moving across an apartment building. Those demons are living in that venue, monitoring, and these demons are monitoring while light is touching surfaces. They're stalking, and they're engaging in what is a ritualistic demonic conduct. 4M29512. License 7UNJ435 38227A3 8DDU166 56058R2 8SCM242 8DVR 362 622 hold on 62222C3 8NR8347. All of them demons. License. All right, you can see this demon license plate 8NSY581 7XEP157 stalking under the fake sun, which is right over me. I'm at 4th and Euclid Avenue. The fake sun is right here over me. While you see this demon stalking in a vehicle, that's what they're doing. That's why the fake sun is right over me. And this is an impossibility, what I'm capturing in that one image. This is what the people of the state are doing on a constant basis while the fake sun remains over me. I'm at the intersection of 4th. That's a minion monitoring with communication device. At the intersection of 4th, while direct light is moving across Euclid villas, and they're pacing around together. 8NSY581, 5ETY236, 8KNM653. Alrighty, and it is 8:44 a.m. where I captured that still image of what is not possibly the sun over me when I'm already in Upland, California. And also documentation revealing where I remain at 630 North Fern. But you have what is where today, where I'm at 4th Street in Euclid. The fake sun's right here over me. 15592J3. And I read those already. Let me... 7SROO39. QB374. It's 8:44 a.m. 8SUW617. WEH 805 4765 7M2, I believe, 6XSF988, 8J70326, 8W96998, I believe, 6SYB175, 8TJS718, 8RFU097, 7ZIC817, 8KNM653. 8:45 a.m. 7M61489. I'm sorry, 9NHAF with a hand and S. 8DXC161, 6RXA067. That is audible activity being created at the Minions venue of what is Chaffee Joint Union High School. It's 8:46 a.m. This is demonic activity. License 7WSZ. Oh yeah, I read that one. License plate 6UWC824, 6YEG 6YFG187, 8DTX729, 5ETX541, 8ABP789, 8K73A75 paper, 7ZWA091, 6MGD031, P.O.709 handicap, 438RZ handicap, 2WRR238, 8CWL045 UMOCO, 8GQW058, 7JEC172, 6 6PFZ070, 6JZV103. All right, and this is 8:47 a.m. LOV2SEE. It is 8:48 a.m. That audible activity is intentionally created. That intent is deduced from, first of all, the occurrence of directed light, the presence of what is not possibly the sun that's remaining directly over me, and the amplified volume of that that's occurring across the street at the venue of what is the Chaffee Joint Union High School, bearing what is the lovely name relevant to what is Ovid, the same criminal establishment that I documented this morning under the fake sun that's following as I'm walking north of Euclid Avenue, for VVV612. 7UVB930, 7BO, I can't really see that one, 6XY, you can scratch that one, I can't see it. Seven TWZ056 is monitoring to that activity being created by Chaffee Joint Union High School. 7TYX, I can't really see the rest of them. 5M17589. 8CTZ657. That's called audible activity. 8HXX253. License 7NUV810. 92682C2. It's 8:51 a.m. 8VWF141, 8WRM740, 44277S2, SANDOW, Y6A038, Arizona, 5819, 1D3, I believe, 7VCR, I can't see the rest of them, EJ223, that's handicap. 8:51 a.m. 71746G3, 91105M1. Showing you what is a demon stalking with light. This is license 91105M1. Fake sun right over me while I'm at the address of what is 1232 Euclid Avenue, where license P116AO is parked, where you have these minions, where the fake sun is moving over their property. 8:51 a.m. I'm documenting what is not only the fake sun over me in the city of Upland, at a McDonald's, for example. 8:48 a.m. where I remain. The fake sun is over me. 7YDH080. The fake sun is over me while I am in the city of Ontario, actually at the venue that I documented this morning at 7 Excuse me, I'm at, actually, that's before that. That's at 902. Before that, I'm documenting at what is the Metro 102 apartments and the Ontario Town Square townhomes. The light source is directly over me while I'm walking north up that street, which is Plum, and betwixt those two third-party facilitating venues. And the fake sun is over my head in the city of Ontario. And I'm also showing you what is my shadow that's appearing elevated in front of me on the wall of the Metro 102 apartments. It's entirely impossible. It's demonic. And that's where the fake sun is over me on that day. Whereas today I'm showing you what's the fake sun, and this is a demon that's using a vehicle, pacing in that vehicle, which is stalking in the path with light. It is facilitation, while also the fake sun is over this property where I happen to be. That's not a coincidence. It is demonic. It is targeting conduct. It is facilitation for monitoring with communication devices. It is the outward demonstration of demon possession. It's 8:54 a.m. 7L15807 for UDB 428. I'm at 5th Street and Euclid Avenue. Seven 83240 3RLT 673. Eight SVC 0. I can't see. 4N. I can't see that one either. Just switch that. 7J60282. It's 8:55 a.m. 8KZA 429. 18701T1. 7FRN 976. 5ZRW 112. 8JIM 275. 7BNG 587. 6NYY 562. 8ABF 180. 7NEV 167. 8YJ, I'm trying to see that one. Let's scratch that. 7K65837. 8FPC 292. 7AZN 401. 71265B3 or 83. 5RJH 915. 6PKC 705. 6ZEM 024. 5XXG 567. 5B 89715. 7SHV 945. 8EIN 422. 6MQA 204. 8YXM 854. 6ZNU 322. 8TWZ 279. Caption: what's the fake sun that's remaining over me with the at the property of 1414 Euclid Avenue with the license plate 6MQA 204. It's 9 a.m. Five FCB 844. 6XRP 114. 39. I can't really see that. 7ERV 854. 04063N1. 7RFW 050. 8YYC 299. 8RHU 219. 8XMD 780. 8WAX 953. 7NWD 536. 8WNN 371. 8ZCX 729. 6ZNG 316. 5ZVL 525. 7HCH 603. CEA6ANA, Arizona, 8RMG237, 8LWG288. P62724, 7UNF801, 07140L1, 8PKX425. And this is at 6th Street and Euclid. It's 9:02 a.m. See, capturing what's the fake sun over me at this intersection of 6th Street and Euclid. This is the address of 1458 Euclid Avenue in Ontario. And this is group stalking. And I read all these license plates, so I'm capturing images. This is relevant positioning while the light source is remaining over me. And this is what is monitoring. This is surveillance, and this is terrorism. These are demons as well. It is currently, by the way, 9:03 a.m. These are demons that then cross path with directed light. 8BBS877, 7YSF463, PRADO13, 8H37023. And what is the significance? I'm capturing what is a light source that is not possibly the sun, as it is not both remaining over the Starbucks as where I remain on January 22nd, 2022. Let alone, you're remembering January 27th, even 9:03 a.m. I'm in Pomona. Also yesterday, I am already in Upland, 8H37023. None of those locations am I going to capture what's supposedly the sun over this venue with the address of 1458. It's right over me while I'm standing in front of this address while these demons are surrounding at a traffic light. License 6F29043 06001P2 88WD046. And again, I read their license plates and then I captured images of what is their group stalking conduct at an intersection. VERLOST 41133U2 41556S2. And then they cross path with directed light. 7SLW404. It is 9:04 a.m. Uh, 6NKE844, 5CVT615, 8FCY091, license 7VVP875, 8YCK871, 3LVN592, capturing an image of what is the demon-possessed stalker and criminal that is license 8FCY091, fake sun directly over me while they are stalking in the path, and an operation of the communication devices and monitoring, IMBALM, at the intersection of 6th Street and Euclid Avenue. License 8NWF071, license BFBP518, that's a paper plate. And that demon's driving by and directed light sweeping across these demons' vehicles. 2LCS805, 6A69478, 8YNK026, 78849L2. 7WLF448, MRSOLER, 8LEJ204. And that is federal group stalking and monitoring. It's demonic. License 6RML406. And it is currently 9:06 a.m. (7UIT313). License 7MB0426. 280UD, that's handicap. 6ZPV017, 9AEZ001, 8LRT423, 5MDP426, 7PLP 383, 7MXF147, 8CME029, 35139X2, 92114L1. 7TKU866. Let's see, at 106, 106 6th Street, B, in relevant position, 909-405-Y2 using their venue, which is in alignment with where I'm standing. This is group stalking conduct while they're at their third-party facilitating venue. I'll get their license plates right now. Fake sun is over me while I'm walking to get their license plates. This is group stalking. Where you live. 6LSH 137 927 09J2. Starting that ignition. They're already outside group stalking. That's P.O.C. All right, again, that's 106B 6th Street at the intersection of Euclid and 6th. While I'm reciting the pattern of conduct at the intersection, I'm showing you the fake sun that's over me, directed light across the vehicles while they're driving by each other. You have what is those demons that are outside in relevant position. Their property is in alignment with where I'm standing. They're engaging in group stalking and using their venue literally. I mean, that's you're bringing the law to your home. So anyway, that's going to be the case regardless, because you're talking about you're present on behalf of the state. You're not present as an individual. You're engaging in criminal activity, and your venue is called what is in being in relevant position. And you hear that demon start their ignition as I am approaching. That's called stalking with activity. 8UQM 633, 8UDU 058. 8WJY 516, 8AKJ 041, 8XDV 626. And it looks like, again, the address is 106B West 6th Street. 8GVE 056. 6DVN 533, I believe. 8RIV 130. 7GTW 036, 8KYC 509. 8BQK 559, BN 19446, 1282594. That's Fontana Unified School District. 4S 79208, 22225T1, 8YMM. Can't see the rest. Let me express that one. 8YJE 974. 8TMX 318. It's 9:11 a.m. YWF 031, 6MBK 116, 8CXT 715, 7SHV 965, 8GSV 523, 6ATE 703, 7XPL 490, 6ENH 673, 7ZIC 817, 6YDVO 14, 7YHB 918, 8BHH 442, I believe, 5CCJ 850, 8JKV 999. I think I already, in case I didn't know. Let's see. License 7BIB 701. 7XPL 490. They're all demons monitoring. The demons on the opposite side of the street driving past the freeway entrance. Directed light is moving all across the brick wall while a line of demons are just one vehicle after another. This is demonic activity. And they're all monitoring together. License 8CXT 715 is the demon monitoring with them. Okay. 8DWX 283 the same. 7PVV 795. 8AOV 130. 7UET 575. This is the demon possessed. It is 9:12 a.m. 5PLX 181, 8ATL 565, 8NNG 960, 9476, 7D1, 7UWL 992. Let's see. 8VY, I can't really see that one, you can scratch that. 86122U1, 7VTJ911, 8TXX277. Frontier Communications is crossing path. Engaging in the same demonic activity. Does it change because they're in a commercial vehicle? And that's what I want to make sure I stress to you. Same demonic, same fake sun is over me, and directed light while these demons are driving by a structure, which is the little white brick wall. Light is moving across while those demons are stalking in the path. All right, 6UCB 784, 6XVF 115, 7FMB 954, 7MTM 427, 264282, 6S 45093, 6NVC 622. It's 9:14 a.m. 8MNN 377, 7JWW 211. Home Depot, crossing path 2848869 is the license plate on that one. That's a Home Depot. 8DFZ 494, 18587C1. 39865H2, JABEZ1, 8ZTB597, 7MHM553. It's 9:15 a.m. BP 870, 6AFT 519, 6SKDO 56, 8CO 2296, 8CZU 825, 8DVU 915, 0625 2T2. 7XFE079, 6ZNH 606, 8CKV025, 7UJF 550, or 7UJE 550, 8584-1E1, 7FPW 769, AF45Y14, that's paper, 8MOL 762, 8NWE071, 8SBP 870, 91130 Nevada is what it looks like. 8CZU 825, 8JPA 655, ROUSER 8SVA 033, 8TZS 293, 8Y00927, CABZE05 paper, 7TIS 897, 7VO2 287, 4434X1. Showing you what are the demon-possessed, stalking. And these are all the license plates I'm reading. And while they're driving by, you see the fake sun. First of all, it's directly over them. They're all stalking. This is the people of the state. They're demons who are stalking. Criminal activity is underway, and this is terrorism. While these demons are driving by, direct light moving all over the surfaces. The 6CRH942. The nearest surface where these demons are able to touch with light while they're stalking in the path is the little white brick walls they're driving by, and direct light is moving on the brick walls while they drive by. Okay, license. And I captured the group, this is relevant positioning by the demon possessed. I captured that image. It's 9:17 a.m. 7KGG175, 4PPX 877, 8MOL 762, 8KUK 165, 6LWH 431, 7VZD 299, 5Z17893, 7JLH 458, BE 50P92, 64967F2. 6ZYJ092. I'm trying to make it wide a turn as possible. 8BJC299, 569, 8OD3, 7KGG175, 7UNF801, 7K72300, 5MDS120, 8WLE697, 8EVV957, 8WPF580. BU72W33. It's 9:18 a.m. All Alrighty, license 8GZY757, which I might have read already. License maintaining presence while I'm capturing this video, and directed light is all over. They're monitoring. 7YPM355, 8XEB666, 7THY459, 8VDK486, 7PNM171, 8LAG290, 90725E3, CODETW2, 71440M2, 7VAH428, 8JYS550, 7KER912, 6YZA425, and it is 9:21 a.m. 8SFZ792, 7KZB523, 01445F1, 8EQX210, 8RQA434, 4PHS126, 8GFH671, 7UPN111, 7HXA572, 5KQT089, 4U12806, 8NXT525, I read that one already, 6NPA606, 5HJ, I can't listen to that one, 8FXC949, 5RXG090, 8L26223, 8KIR417, 7GGF341, 6F10263, 8N76183, 8DQD206, and it is 9:22 a.m. License 6JQV957, 6UCV631, 7GHW55728. I can't listen to that one. License 7UYY388. It's 9:23 a.m. P.O.C. License 7YGC245. Over the 10 freeway where the people of the state are monitoring. 8YZT979, 19854E2, 7SHJ134, 7JLK367, 8YNH336, 8LJA445, 8NQA327, 7BOU094, POWR RGR, 8HXG651, D6, 06 Heart BUGS, 6Y86132, 8MOG839, 7B09349, 8YZM861, 7RKJ197, 7SKP174, 7DZC934. This is 81E Heart L77, 7BZF114, 5ZCM343. Seven Y10223. Four 7388A1, 8JKU833, 8YAH403, 6CSF796, 8KGJ469, 8XQS404, 8BLF 942, BF 60S05 paper, 6ZCJ 541, 5MRN 977. See 6BSV 590, 8L22744, 7CYF 646, 41881R1, 8GWC 882, 6DGT 626, 6V11435, 41881R1, 6LAG 356, 7TPJ 975, 8FAF 536, 8WRV 860, 6GIT 226, 8SPN 727, 4957472, 8L2, I think I read that one, 7BDE 098, 8LKP 568, 5YEJ 934, 59235 and 2, 6J15835, 6DYW 842, X2500X, 8HQS 570, 6PBZ 629, 5RLD 246, 8AZK 658. I read that one already. 8UGD 627, 35631D2, 35. You can scratch that one. There's one too many characters. Can see it. License 6LUC 358, 8RJX 546. It is 9:28 a.m. Seven RIG 882. Again, that's RIG 882. 6YYF 489. 7GVM 112. 6MEH 761. CB 27N77. Oh, here we go. This is the address I could not find last night where my shadow's being casted all across this property. 383 Euclid Avenue in Upland, California, which is adjacent to what is the address I believe I did recall because I could see it. 375 Euclid Avenue. License 8KTV501 is on the property of 375 Euclid Avenue. They were monitoring last night. They're monitoring right now. It is 9:29 a.m. Fake Sun is remaining over me as I walk past that venue. 7YCE 666. 7YCF 666. 7PFD 902, 8WZN 659, 34516D3. I'm sorry, 31596H3, I believe. 7ADS 177 and 7ETS 138. $8YIK 004. CB 40R58 paper, 6ZZU 216, 5DGD 098, 7MRU 737, catching with director light, 66632F3, DN 342, that's a handicap, and touching with director light. With these demons that are patrolling, they're monitoring together. It is 9:32 a.m. and DN 342. This is a handicap license plate parked at 241 Euclid Avenue in Upland, California. 5LNF 500. 6KGY 497. 7PRM 377. 7CTK 543. 7WRD 673, 44853E1, 8VJX 148, 6NSP 015, 4RNBO 79, 6YZT 312, 6ROS 017, 6DDV873, 5MXM 503, AJSM, Heart MY, 82363E1, I believe, 8YET953. Let's get these minions at Arco. MOM Heart DOS. That's a minion, a demon, touting that they're a mom, which is very sad. All right, bringing more minions into the world. They're stalking while they're being a mom. They're stalking right now. They're engaging in federal crimes. License. It's currently 9:35 a.m. License C 6GOS 916, 8BDDO31, 6P. BG860, 6HJF997. In directed light, this is at facilitating venue Arco. 7UIT252 is a demon stalking on the grounds of Arco at 193 South Euclid Avenue. 8BES655, standing in directed light, pumping gas, stalking at the venue under the fake sun. It is currently 9:35 a.m. 8RTR530, audible activity in directed light under the fake sun, monitoring. 8MQM648. Directed light underneath the hood of the gas station. These are demons stalking in the path using a gas station as a facilitating venue. And Arco, the company, is engaging in that criminal activity as well. Alrighty, it is currently 9:36 a.m. License 8RTR53. Okay, so I didn't read that one. Oh, I don't think I got this license plate. This demon. 56572X2, 7U, look at this, 8RAZ971, 7UWN219, 8GYB793, 8NRY385, demons all together, just like the one touting that she's a mom, she's a demon, and she's stalking. 8TBL932, 6LCP 308, I believe. Alrighty, showing you what is the fake sun over Arco at 193 South Euclid Avenue, where the demon possessed that are the people of the state are group stalking at a third-party facilitating venue. A company engaging in interstate stalking as well, that is Arco. 7HXZ809. And the light source is captured at 9:37 in the morning. Patrolling onto the property, monitoring as well, 5ZOV706. This old bag of bones with like triple wrinkly chins, 8EZX140, a demon, monitoring, 7Y8X067, 7P.O.6396. This is a P.O.C. at Arco. And where Arco was monitoring, the minions on the property are monitoring. This is the people of the state acting as a company, the people of the state going onto the grounds of an establishment to engage in criminal conduct, which is state surveillance. American Medical Response driving north on Euclid Avenue crossing path. It's currently 9:38 a.m. 7JYE727, 7ZXA470, 02514L2, 7SZT091, 5VWR897, 8SFK861, 8YOB579, 8UCN011, 8SHH430, 97062X1, 4526 2F2. Oh goodness. This black-faced demon with a very bad weave, monitoring, stalking in the parking lot of the Mexican restaurant. What is this? Tacos, burritos, tamales, next to the Arco, and the fake sun is remaining over me. 5ECH571. Alrighty, it is 9:39 a.m. and I'm showing what is, again, the movement of that light source. It's not over the property of Arco anymore. It's over me while I'm at the adjacent property, which is the where the Arco is. Where this Mexican restaurant is, where you have surveillance in the property. And I'm showing you what is the fake sun while a minion is maintaining what is called relevant positioning. While the light source remains over you, you are the target of what are not only stalkers, vicarious group stalkers, all right? You're talking about demon-possessed stalkers. That's what this demonic light source is about, because that's not the sun, and it's entirely demonic. And while you watch that unfold, you're revealing what is demonic activity and what is absolutely demented criminal activity in the state of California. 7TDS083, 01400682, 72292C3, 8BXJ979, 7LZF547, 7BND494, 8BBG498, 6YHU731, 8MOA 951, 7JWM 914. All of them monitoring with the black-faced demon, all right, with the bad weave, 7 U.S.C 591 over here stalking me, and she needs to be stalking a hair salon, all right, or some new track hair pieces, and that minion's listening to me talk about her. That's what you get for being a stalker. All right, and so you have what is the pattern of conduct that's underway while she's group stalking in the path, maintaining presence, right? And let me be clear, this black-faced demon is engaging in targeting another African American with law enforcement. License 7EMU 506, 97966E1. License 60909T1. BTM 8804, 5YWC 633. And get this 12469S2, 5LXP 727, 7THG 742. This is Chevron, which is again next to the Arco. Let me show you the fake sun right here. Alrighty, this is license plate. This demon stalking in the path. 25604M1. It's 9:41 a.m. All right, license plate 78016F3, 5LXP 727. So I want to be clear, this is the pettiness of what is Satan itself, engaging in what is harassment, just trying to block the ability to purchase a fountain drink, which is something that is not blocked using an EBT card. I want to be clear on that. 7WPM621, the inability to purchase what is hot food, purchase hot drinks is understood already. But I want to be clear, this is relevant, it is directly relevant, it is directly tied to the pattern of conduct as I'm documenting it, okay? License 5YWC633, these are all demons. Well, I'm showing you directed light underneath the shaded area of this gas stall of this Chevron, located at what is 159 Euclid Avenue. The entity is keeping a fake sun over me, directed light inside and outside of the venue. And you have what is also a directed light that's appearing in the depths of the store. That is also inexplicable light. It is equally impossible what you see on the floor while the door is being opened and closed, and what you see elevated on those fountain drinks. Shadow movements while demons are moving around. It's ongoing facilitation of that state surveillance. And this is all manner of what is demonic activity while they're monitoring with communication devices. That is directly relevant to blocking my ability to purchase a fountain drink. Okay, it is currently 9:50 a.m. License 8DCT981, 8TRW640. Y37383, 8RNT584, yeah, 6EQX879, 26041K3, 5NSZ885, 8ADW122, 7HGR006, 7MRF348, 8C20794, 7X80112, RLTRJO. It is 9:50 a.m. And this demon that you see entering inside of the Chevron, this is a demon-possessed stalker who was following outside of the Chevron now. They are all stalking together while they're crossing paths in vehicles. You have what is this demon that's engaging in walking around and following me as I'm walking outside now. I want to be clear, it's not different while the entity is stalking in the path. You're acting as though you're talking about what is stalking on behalf of an entity. So you are engaging in perpetual presence while you are repeatedly crossing path in that environment that remains around you. All right, they're not going away. This is stalking by an entity, and the entity is stalking as it is maintaining presence. All right, it is not different from what is this minion that is as a single person, not distinct from these minions that are acting as one entity. It's not different because he's not in a car, he's on the sidewalk. They're actually one entity together of the same condition and also engaging in this demonic pattern of maintaining presence in the path. And so I just want to point that out. It is understanding what is group stalking. Group stalking is not about one person following you around from corner to corner. It's about an entity maintaining presence all around you. License 659NF, I believe. Can't really see that one. 8Y54082, 7TDW517, 8TY Heart. I can't see that one. And it is 9:52 a.m. 6XXD225, 4JKP675. License 7LBZ913. 4HPN831, I believe, 4U24926, 8KIR417, 6UOE968, 8MRN708, 6BIK493, 8MPR757, AY25YO1 paper. And what's some common sense you want to point out? Like you're talking about with the documentation, which I'm referencing January 22nd, 2022, where I was at, which I started out this morning reminding you about January 22nd at the Starbucks, but I'm at the Ovid Family Community Library, where I ended on that January 22nd. I go at 10:06 a.m. and so I go there at 7:35 in the morning, and that's not the sun that's over me at that venue. And then I'm showing on documentation it's arriving at that venue over me as I arrive on at a later time, much later than 7:35 in the morning on January 22nd, 2022. What are you witnessing as I'm capturing this video at 9:45 a.m. up until it's spanning up until 9:45 until I believe 9:48 a.m. This is covering what is the time that is 9:47 a.m. The entity is keeping a fake sun over me in the city of Ontario, as I'm pointing out, which occurred on January 22nd. Understand the absence of the light source as a matter of documentation is also speaking to, again, when I'm already at the Upland Public Library at 9:27 in the morning, which I've captured, seated there in front of what is the Veterans Monument, all right, pointing out the hypocrisy that exists, the irony, while you are honoring supposedly the dead and engaging in what is an entirely demonic and unconstitutional system of surveillance, while you have people that died for supposedly what, in the very opposition of what the government is engaging in. 1302445 bus 1333, that's Omnitrans engaging in loitering. Directed light while Omnitrans crosses path. So you have what is 9:27 a.m. The state's fake sun is not going to be present over Chevron in Upland if the actual sun, as I documented already, is over the property of Upland Public Library. But then again, you also know that that's not the sun because I've also documented that light source remaining over the same Upland Public Library, aiming light into that venue, facing what is D Street up until 5:12 p.m. Nonetheless, you have what is also knowledge that that's not the sun over me at Chevron because I'm in the city of Ontario on January 22nd, 2022, which is the same time of year, and getting down to what is the same even hour and minute. And the light source is over me in Ontario while I'm on a bus. That minion that just crossed path, the company that is Omnitrans, and it's driving in an entirely opposite direction in another city, Holt Boulevard in Ontario, while it's crossing over what is B&G Plaza. That is, by the way, the absence of that light source already being present or present at the same time over the B&G Plaza. It is not coexistent with the actual sun, and not even also what is this fake sun. The sun as we know it is antithetical to what the entity is doing with the fake sun. But not only that, the actual sun is not one that is present over everyone at the same time, over every place, over every location. All right, and also you have what is the light source as I'm showing you it. It is not present everywhere at the same time at every location. It is moving as I move. And it is remaining present at Starbucks and then moving over the B&G Plaza on a street in Ontario while I'm going in the direction that is west. And then I go to the Ovid Family Community Library, where I was, by the way, this morning at 7:35 a.m., showing you what is not any actual sun that could possibly be over the Starbucks. So what is this light source over me? It is this demonic presence, stalking with light, while demons at Chevron are engaging in state surveillance and harassing me while doing so. 80722F2, that is speaking to what is not the sun that's documented over me at the Upland Public Library at 9:27 a.m. That is speaking to the absence of the actual sun, this impossibility, this demonic environment that's present while I'm at Chevron and documenting their active harassment while engaging in state surveillance. This is harassment by an entity. All right, in doing so, while that which is direct evidence of a pattern of conduct is that's directly relevant to what I am speaking to, the entity engaging in the pattern of conduct at what is 9:45 a.m. I'm capturing that, and again, my documentation, not just that minute. I've been documenting the state keeping the fake sun over me slowly as I walk north of Euclid Avenue into the city of Upland. All right, and this is just showing what is ongoing consistent documentation, 8SLW698, showing an ongoing impossibility, ongoing demonic conduct, in other words, 8VXG291, license 3ZDY973, LVMYERS, and license plate 21922G3. 6WOB755, and it is 9:57 a.m. Also, what you are remembering is the light source is remaining over me, while I am yesterday in the city. I'm already in Upland, walking through the neighborhood, documenting the demons that are the people of the state. 8JHM777, walking through the neighborhoods and getting their addresses, their license plates, as these demons are crossing paths while I'm on 9th Street and walking past Christian, whatever that non-Christian venue is, calling itself a Christian school, First Church of the Nazarene, Western Christian. It's not. It is a venue. That's why I'm capturing images, as I already shown, where I was already up here at this location. The light source being directly over Chevron is not coexisting over that school. This is not the case. It is right over me while I am facing what is east on the property of Chevron at the intersection nearest 8th Street and Euclid, having not yet approached what is the venue of the 7-Eleven where I am now, the 9th Street and Euclid Avenue intersection. License 8NVV532. So you're going to remember that. All of this, these are just ongoing examples and reminding you about what is necessary, the evidence as it exists. License E650SO, and the entity engaging in what is stalking in the path, while that which is a glaring conflict with regard to the environment that surrounds while you are present in the path. This is how you are deducing and understanding what is the system of federal group stalking and monitoring. 8CKR977. It is that an ongoing impossibility because this is the demonic, right? This is demonic activity. And 8PBT831, license 8FAF240, 8ABT341, 8AIY458, 7MOB545. And not only do you have what is the that fake sun, that's not possibly the sun that's over me, at the property of Chevron, you're looking at what is also the environment inside. Not only is there documentation of what's supposed to be the sun, that's the sun over the B&G Plaza while I'm on Route 61 at 9:47 a.m. and it's over the B&G Plaza while I'm facing south. That light activity is not going to be present inside of Chevron. All right. Even being over the parking lot, that is not light activity that is occurring from the sun that is over a building. The downward trajectory of light, you're talking about what is horizontally reaching into and spreading onto the floor space inside of the venue. Not only that, that's the impossible light that you're remembering, right? You're talking about what is the light source that is remaining over me. And you're talking about what is this inexplicable light that is elevated, creating shadows. This is demonic. It's the directed light. That's P.O.C. 30FIXED, 8BOV020, 5KHY583. They're all demons alike stalking together. And then as I step outside, you're looking at what is ongoing demonstration of demon possession by the people of the state. Directed light appearing above the minion that is crossing path onto the building of the Chevron, onto the hood where they are parked under in order to pump gas. That's demonic. Okay, that's terrorism. 7KOB882. This is also occurring while the demon, who I'm showing you, this heavy-set Latino male stalking. He's not focused on putting any air in his tire. That's a demon that is engaged in surveillance. And while he moves his vehicle, he is crossing path, and that demon that is crossing path is called stalking with light, and that's why directed light moves all over the building. And then he crosses path entering inside, opening and closing the door, swiping of directed light on the ground. Directed light is outside and inside of the store. All right? That's P.O.C. It licensed 1554764, 43933Z1, 7HDO857. This is Upland Police Group stalking at the intersection of 9th Street and Euclid with the license 1554764, license CB02B45, and it is 10:01 a.m. All right, Upland Police touching while they're crossing path, 8TCD871, 4YWV133, 7PLM965. And license 48224S1, group stalking with the rest of the demons that are the people of the state. That's what the Upland Police Department are demonstrating while they're stalking with directed light. 8TNF746, stalking with directed light that is touching me. I am the focus of the demons, the demon possessed. License 8ZDW901, 8C62263, 4UBR605, 8YTA984, 49624Y1. 5UWE011, 8GWB402, 7PPM394, 8TNF746, 8SIR101, 7YWF781, 7XOW095, 8GIN621, 8KFS212, 7GXY386, I read that one already in case I didn't, there you go, 6GVB959, 8CLD467, 72256F1, 8GTG999, 8JTH368, I believe, 8JDU806. And you have on, excuse me, not Ontario Police, wrong demon-possessed agency. Upland Police, 6MBY761, who are group stalking, 7HWX810, 8C08725, and 7AWY100. You have Upland Police who are group stalking under the fake sun that is just now arriving over me in the city of Upland. All right, I'm sorry, at the intersection 6V60122, at the intersection of 9th Street and Euclid. That's why I'm able to capture it over Chevron. You don't see me aiming it upward toward what is the housing neighborhood, or the housing neighborhood of what is Shasta and what is that, Pearl, where I'm at 1002, and I'm showing the state that's stalking by helicopter at 536 Pearl Street, I believe. This is where I'm at 1002, because I'm reminding you about what is 1002 not coexisting with being anywhere over a parking lot at the Fontana Lewis Library. It's an impossibility. And this is where the state engages in stalking by a helicopter. This is where I'm at 9th Street in Euclid, where Upland Police are demonstrating their demon possession, stalking in the path, molesting with directed light, while they're also monitoring my documentation. That is terrorism, and doing so driving in what is a pet services vehicle, engaging in the same exact molestation. They are identified as law enforcement. It is in no way lessening that ongoing threat and that sexual violence by a demon-possessed agency who is engaged in federal stalking with the people of the state, facilitating that amongst the people of the state. 40625X1, I believe. That's UPS. 5JQS302. 80104. I can't, that's all I see. They might have small letters that you can't see on that. 8WYT744. You can't turn that way, demon. 8WYT744 is stalking in the path, and at Image Allure, that is the Farrah Forster venue of 188 North Euclid Avenue, directed light is flashing on that venue. Okay, this is where Upland Police are stalking. This is where the people of the state are patrolling. That's the ongoing pattern of conduct. You're looking at directed light that's inside of the Chevron. This is what state surveillance is. So I just want to point that out. 54724X2, where that directed light is present, it is facilitation because they're monitored. All right, because everyone else around you is monitoring with communication devices, and it is also revealing their condition, because directed light is speaking to what is demon possession. It is the presence of Satan. License. It's 10:05 a.m. 8TGJ636. Alrighty, and the significance of just arriving, as I'm pointing out while I'm at Chevron, and I'm pointing out now Upland Police stalking at this corner at 9th Street, because I was already at the 7-Eleven within the 8 o'clock hour yesterday, documenting the minion, the treacherous demon-possessed stalker that is Tracy Banks, acting as the people of the state of the same condition and monitoring what is her flesh and blood, unfortunately. But thankfully that her condition, her disease of the spirit, does not run in the blood, right? And she will be prosecuted like every other demon-possessed psychopath. It is currently 10:05 a.m. and this is where the state's fake sun is over the 7-Eleven as I am here, as opposed to yesterday. And that's why I'm able to capture it over me at the 10 freeway. This is why I'm able to capture it over me at the Chevron. And I'm also showing you what is directed light, that impossible light activity, while the identification of demons are engaging in stalking. It's 10:05 a.m. This is P.O.C. All right, group stalking, Ontario Fire. Out here in Upland monitoring me. This is the same demon I've documented before, the old white man with the beard. Let me show you this demon. All right, ONTFIRE, this old white face, overweight, bag of bones, affiliated with the Ontario Fire Department, demons alike with that agency, and Upland under the fake sun, going out of their way to engage in surveilling me and harassing and terrorizing me, monitoring me while I'm capturing this video. As this demon drives away, directed light across the roof area, the top portion of the building of the 7-Eleven. This is indeed a demon that is touting the Ontario Fire Department. The Ontario Fire Department, as they have been documented, are demons and terrorists engaging in interstate stalking. Again, that's license ONTFIRE. Documented that license plate, that state actor. He's acting as a third party. He's in his own civilian vehicle, but he's affiliated with the Ontario Fire Department. I'm assuming based on that license plate, but often documented engaging in the P.O.C. 8XET911 is one of the employees that are inside of the 7-Eleven at 204 North Euclid Avenue, and engaging in monitoring while I'm inside of the store, surveillance. It is currently 10:13 a.m. 7U72589 and Brightview crossing path on the opposite side of Euclid Avenue, M824M, 8TTJ475, 6XSF988. A group stalking sitting in their vehicle at the crosswalk where I'm walking, 7WRJ776. 7BPV337. 8EJB716, and monitoring with that's a third party monitoring with the demon right behind him, Upland Police Department. They're driving, crossing path, driving north on Euclid Avenue and directed light across what is the demon's law office, 342 Euclid Avenue. Directed light across that, what is the identification of a venue? Light across the surface, which is facilitation, engaging in that criminal activity with the minions of the Upland Police while that third party is crossing path. License 7N1NL handicap. License 6YMZ668, that is C91273X. 4LQX364. And like I said, common sense dictates. Like I said, I'm walking through the demon-possessed neighborhood, right? It's a demon-possessed venues. The demon-possessed living at the venues, the people of the state who are demons, living all in relevant position while the fake sun is remaining over me. I'm walking down the streets of what is Shasta, Lucerne, 9th Street, Pearl, and the entity is keeping what is a light source over me, and I'm at what is the parking lot, the property of 7-Eleven at 204 North Euclid Avenue. That's not coexisting. All right, so you're talking about meaning it's not coexisting, meaning it's not occurring at the same time while I'm documenting what is the essential presence of the light source over me at those locations and over the 7-Eleven. License 5XDP555. And let alone you're talking about what I'm capturing in that video, which is reminding about the vantage point of the window that's inside of the Upland Public Library, the Carnegie Library in the parking lot. Whereas at 10:09 a.m., which I captured this video at the 7-Eleven today, showing what is that presence of that light source that you're not going to be able to see from that parking lot window, essentially, on the second floor inside of the Upland Public Library that's facing east at the back of the library. If that was the actual sun that's over my head at the 7-Eleven, it's not. Okay, it's down to the same minute, and that is visible outside of that window. So anyway, that's what I documented. And in addition, you're remembering, I'm not even at 7-Eleven yesterday. I'm walking through the neighborhood. I'm documenting the people of the state where those minions live. 8BGP014, AWJP975, 1573720, 8SRT952. It's 10:17 a.m. 8NXL467. It's currently 6:05 p.m. This is surveillance that I remain subject to as I'm walking from the Upland Public Library. I've left that venue where the pattern of conduct is ceaselessly underway, and it continues to be underway by an entity that is following from place to place, both as the government itself directly and the people of the state. And this is demonic activity, which is animating this criminal conduct that the government is engaging in. That third party molesting with light at Allure Image as I'm walking on the sidewalk. It is currently 6:06 p.m. 70SR848, 7XNH561. These are demons patrolling at Stowell Street and Euclid Avenue. This is a meeting at the streets. This is what the stalking conduct is, maintenance of presence and light. And those are demons driving vehicles. Those two different vehicles are driving by in opposite directions. This is a method of pacing, going in both directions while touching with light. It's 6:08 p.m. 8WRU534, 7VHA171, 51317K2, 68282M1, 8URK051, 5WPE832. It is 6:09 p.m. 6GDZ163. YVC208. See, 8LGV783. The pattern of conduct is underway. ARCO at 193 South Euclid Avenue is engaging in monitoring with the people of the state who are patrolling via traffic. Lining up of the vehicles, they are all communication devices, which is what they represent, stalking in the path on the opposite side of the street while I'm reciting license plates. The Chevron, where I showed the fake sun this morning at 9:45 in the morning, is monitoring as well. 7262 7W2, U436HL, 6URU494, 8ULF274, 7BBJ 487. 26572F2. 8TIM 062. License 7MWF. I can't really see the rest of them. License 8HSF 837. And it's not just Arco and Chevron; those are just the main venues. As I showed the fake sun over me over the Mexican restaurant, where I showed you the African American menu who's sitting in the vehicle with the bad weave. I described her. They are monitoring as well. 5ZWH 449, I believe. 7403282, 8MCA 648, 8WVW 736, 6YYA 082. It's directly across from me, and they are patrolling in that parking lot. 4ASEFEE, I believe. MONIKAM. Actually, it's 4SOFEE. 7FAN. Can't see the rest of them. 8RS. Can't see the rest of them. It is 6:12 p.m. License 8XSX205. Light activity by the demons of likely American Medical Response. It doesn't look like a fire truck or a police vehicle. It looks like the demons of AMR. Creating light activity in relevant position. License plate 68JU. I can't really see that one. 7NOE 525. 8JSG 356. Currently 6:13 p.m. and all of these minions are monitoring as one. That includes Chevron, who's monitoring with American Medical Response, engaging in facilitation. Touching with directed light on the opposite side of the street. That's impossible light activity. I'll be reading more demons, license plates, naming them. This is the P.O.C. And like I said, the entirety of the venue identified right now, 193 South Euclid Avenue, Arco, the business, and the minions at that venue are stalking together. That is the people of the state of California, identified under that company name. All of them are monitoring and engaging in sexual violence while they're in relevant position. License plate 8EWG 269, 7BCY 572, 13127X2, 4354783, 8EQS 843, 8KIW 728, 8HCY 656, 7YLT 022, 8XJZ 590. Metrolink engaging in the pattern of conduct. This creates for what is relevant positioning, light activity, and audible activity. It's currently 6:14 p.m. All right, the people are monitoring with the company Metrolink. License 8RJR 707, I believe. Yeah. BU93V84, that's paper. 9799 082, I believe. 6LZB 154. 7KPG 137. 251306, substantially similar. That's that little scooter. 7FOE 630. 4ZIS 110, 5TRF 277, 7LPH093, 8S41181, 8NPB108, 7KQA540, 7KEJ681, 8PMW647, 6BMT542, 8KZG897, 7EGG678, S382EO, 7EGG678, 7UHY527, 8NYG289. Alrighty, and that's audible activity of Metrolink. It is 6:16 p.m. It's P.O.C. And it is 6:17 p.m. Metrolink, as I reciting that they are coming, excuse me, the train is coming, that starts the lights, and that creates what is the dropping down of the railroad blockers. I want to be clear, this is Metrolink arriving at the Upland train station and proceeding westbound. 7XMF406, I want to specifically document the train and which direction that they're going while they are monitoring with the people. 8UJS074, monitoring as the people, by the way. Metrolink represents the people of the state. 8LEU841. This is how the government is engaging in surveillance, and you are listening to, and as I capture images and video, you are watching what is the deliberation of a criminal entity. All right, this is criminal activity. In the United States, the government placing under surveillance, that's a criminal act. It's in violation of federal law. Literally, the government's being documented engaging in criminal conduct. And this is the deliberation of an entity, and everything is serving that criminal pattern of conduct. It's currently 6:18 p.m. It is license 6KXA392. Using their venue where they live as a means of using their vehicle for light activity in the path on the grounds of the venue. And on the grounds of the venue, lights parked is 7PPU310 as well. Right next door, they're monitoring as well, engaging in that demonic activity. The venue address is 228 Euclid Avenue. Again, this is in Upland, California. This is P.O.C. at 6:18 p.m. 8900282. 5LGP206, 8HZK934, 054XUJ, 8RYY316. I'm at 7th Street in Euclid Avenue, where I have two shadows. One to my right, one in front of me. 8RVK529, excuse me. 8UIN428, I believe, or 8UTN428. 5VAG053, 7XOW121, 7RBZ085, and direct light streaming from across the street. These are demons crossing path, including 7W87021, 6UYE184, 7RMZ923, 8AMT762, 8WVX763, 6ZNC359, 7HKT381, BPR8137, 54900W2. License 7RBZO, I read that one. 8FVF222, GONGLFG, 6TYS388, 8YHC604, 7XOE534, 7LLW358, I believe. Let's see, 7XEE551, I believe. 97189Z2. 6ABR125. 554181B. 7AUC162. 8PAZ393. AKSLOVE 5164-9H3. 8HYV259. 8XGK524. BF44G83, paper. 8VEG 837, I believe. 02819W2. 97189Z2, I read that one. 8TJK752. 6GQK250. BM33V01, paper. GT, Han, SEN, 7ZGT299, 8AVX512, 8XNT923. The shadow of that vehicle moving around it while it's moving. This is impossible light activity, like my multiple shadows. And the light activity that's streaming across the roadways. 1802313, I believe, but I can't really see that one that clearly. Let's scratch that one. It's 6:26 p.m. This is 7th Street in Euclid. License plate 8EBP940, 6YJU316, 4865 MO1 B746281, 7FZW011, 6BOD921, I believe, 7UHZ487, 7CJN501, AW93W20 paper, 98668C3, 6YJU316, read that one, 8EBP940, 8DOR576, 8DBY517, 7U8, I can't see that one, 1656, I can't see that one, 6LYP115, 8TNE822, 8VRN771, 8NHE251, 6AWS946, 78742Y1. It's 6:27 p.m. I don't see my lights put on. I can't see that one, but let me get this one. Molesting, 8WYV275. Those are demons sounding sirens. License, and they're molesting as well. License plate 7GYX390, excuse me. 8FGR947. BOLLER. License 8NAX489. 8MKF004. License 8WLC931. You have minions that are honking their horns to create audible activity. And you have what is a demon that runs the light while nobody is in traffic. So this demon that's not even in front or behind them, they're creating activity together, including American Medical Response. License F58287, out of state. 6AQD133, CB02B45 paper. 8HNJ163, 6GTN944, 6FPS058, 6HPW694, 13840W2. That's criminal activity with American Medical Response, all of them. This is terrorism. 7KTX805. 04873B3. 82907 S2. This is Amazon Prime, acting with American Medical Response, engaging in terrorism. Demon driving Amazon Prime, 82907 S2. 00495P1, 8TTJ486, 96160A3, 6YIX030, YVVF894, 8EZT224, 6LQN750, 6FHEB79, 7UBM506, 8AQG703, 7RTK867. All of these are demons, including Amazon Prime. Like I'm speaking to, there is no exception with regard to this demonic activity. This is criminal, and this is documentation of what is terrorism, while the government engages in facilitation. That is the substance of what is directed light in the use of sirens while you're stalking in the path, being a demon. All right, that's what American Medical Response just engaged in providing documentation of. Facilitation with demons such as 4UXU832, who was monitoring with a communication device while those demons of American Medical Response are crossing path in directed light, creating flashing light, using an ambulance to do so. 4UXU832, 7THJ387, and it is 6:30 p.m. And I did capture still images of what is a demon driving an Amazon Prime company vehicle engaging in terrorism. 8VNB154, 8WBX279, 8ZAC808, SANGLSF, 7HDJ615, 5PZO594, 460NP, 7CZC724, 4NFB748, 7ESC164. Directed light while demons are on the opposite side of the street, driving southbound on Euclid Avenue and turning from 7th Street onto Euclid. That's impossible light activity. 54171, but I can't really see that. You can scratch that. It's the same clinic that I documented last night on this side of the street, and that's why I recited the addresses and went through the parking lot of the emergency Inland Valley Emergency Pet, where all those demons are stalking in that parking lot, and I recited all of their license plates. License. Let's see, can't see that one. 6R, I can't see that one. See, 7NFV 416. 8YTB 536, 7TGB 627, 8Z04 390, 6FTB 971, 7PKN 610, 7MXS 897, 5DXJ 157, 8FNS 550, 8MST 119, 8WGS 891, 8HLW 337, 7473, 7G1, I believe. 6WSE 067, 74728H2, 7D, I can't really see that one, M824M, 37154J3, that's another demon driving Amazon Prime, 8SWP 340, I believe, can't really see that one. And you have what is none other than demons that are witnessing me documenting, and this is what this demon of Amazon Prime is doing. 8NLW 970. 9F801. I can't see that whole license plate. That's a large truck. I can't see it. 8FJH178. License 7RRU 531. Amazon Prime engaging in terrorism and stalking, engaging in what is assault with a deadly weapon by an entity, 37154J3, and monitoring the documentation and stalking with that knowledge, 8XRY972, 6HBN 509, 5UJC136, also documented engaging in what is monitoring in private spaces, engaging in what is harassment by an entity as well. 5BVW480, 8NSR986, 7CJX996, 6SDB342, 5XPC347, 7SOL781, and the entirety of an entity is going to be prosecuted with Amazon Prime while Amazon Prime monitors 7ZTR588. License 223-878 Nevada. License 5PNN783 R81280. License 93280D3. 8SHL982. 8G. I can't really see that one. Let's see. 8PXP112. LOVEJMT. 6RTJ792. 8KLN669, I believe. 91227D1. 6XMM349. 7XVR017. 349, I can't see that one. 8HQP917. 6V05914. 7XFT186. 8LWC043. 8TGV422. 8VXM338. 7ERF767. 7WOT504, I believe. Let's see. 8VFS. I can't really see that one. You can scratch that one. 7ZW, but I can't see the rest. 37754Z1. U-Haul, group stalking and traffic. License 7UEF791. U-Haul is AK25585 Arizona, 7MPF731, 6XMU987, 8WHW, I can't say that one, 8WLE174, 8XMV148, 6NUE362, see 8XSX314, HOLDNS Heart. It's 6:35 p.m. You have demons patrolling on the sidewalk where directed light is being sprawled out. They're all monitoring together. BONDSGRL. This is what the population of the demon possessed do. 5YPF818. License 5TWR173. NTFDAWA. 7UFL584, in case I didn't read that one. 5FZH L38 or 138. 8BFE 436. 7NMG934. MMAS A06. 8KVM 742. 8JBA 796. 65393L2. 69310F3. 6XMV 574. 5YAZ 543. 6NPF 394. 7NLC 750. 7ELH 047. 80372P2. 82387B1. Omnitrans crossing path going southbound on Euclid Avenue right now. 8AVF 112, I believe. 8XEB 450. A demon from the Navy. License 51895P2. License 8C I can't say that one. Just watch that. 8TFD 501. 6GDV 549. 7MMN 316. 8XDA 795. 8ZSF 937. 8NQW 580. 7GAX 127. 8VRW 459. 6808 5H1. 8VEK 182 is the back license plate, and there's a different license plate on the front. That's why I began saying 8NM. They got two different license plates on their vehicle. 8XES 845. 8Z, I can't see. 8ZJP 208. 8F4, I can't see that one. It's a paper plate. 8RKV 817. I can't see that one. 7PKU 968. 7HPT 510. 6UEW 118. And again, that was Omnitrans at 6:38 p.m. pulling off from the corner right here, stopping at the bus stop at 7th and Euclid. That's their means of light activity and cross the path loitering facilitation. License 7LSS 193. 8EBL 742. 3PLD LUX. 8ZWY 086. 6VAY 952. 8PUW 802. 5P23 900. 6VWG 124. 8WED 516. 7U 06730, and it's 6:38 p.m. And I do remain at 7th and Euclid, proceeding now, all of them together, sex offenders, monitoring, stalking. They're demons. All right, so just naming them. And engaging in extreme methods for sexual violence, including this third party, 8RDF228, wanting to touch, 9718, 9Z2, 37370P2, 8AZD287, 7ZOS 791, all of them sex offenders, 7NXB294, sex offender, 8ZKZ396, sex offender. That's what stalking and molesting all over someone is. That's exactly what that is, and that's what these demons are doing. 8ZMZ441, 25782E3, DXNIGHT, 2815070, 8SVG074, 8ZJF126, 8DER987, 7WWA473, 5YGB664. License 7ERM324, sex offenders, the demon possessed, stalking, and molesting, and doing so on behalf of the government. The state of California shall be prosecuted as a sex offender. All right, license 7NVV326, CLD7138, that's Arizona. Alrighty, license 02554U2, 7WWC 851. License BDD S96, 8H15621, 7KIB 997, 6MFN 445, 8SIG 799, 8XLB 208. 02254U2, 8CQZ512, 8ZAE647, 7PYB166, 8THB236, 7LBB 883, 7SHK076, 5YXT398, 07199W2, 7XOA 694, license ATLD361, BF 71S96. That's a paper plate for that sex offender. And this one is license 65462S2 4SNV978. 65462S2, yeah. 5RBZ 669, 7HHS 685, 8MLF 488, 8JCS 583, 4KDA 137, 7GEN 381, 8XA 3980, I believe. Can't really see that one. 7YGL 306, 8PAX 824, 7PBD 598, 11209V2, 8TIM 046, 7WAV 922, 8VSY 653, 78CW 454, 1792F. You can scratch that one. 6CVH 516, CA 62T85, I believe, paper. 6:42 p.m. Five YYG 747, 8 BSF 737. Sex offenders and demon possessed to be prosecuted as the terrorists that they are. This is the same exact pattern of conduct as I showed you. These demons crossing path under a fake sun, glaring over them at the 10 freeway. Directed light while these demons are crossing path. It's directed light at nightfall while these demons are crossing path, and they like to touch all over. What's accomplishing that? Literally Satan itself that's molesting under a fake sun. All right, 7L RL 510, 6TDR 220. It's the same exact pattern of conduct day and night. License 7GMN 268, 93408E3. License 7RWV 780, I believe. 7WPJ 702, 7YUA 007, 8UHF 721, 8NNE 219, 2205. Can't really see that one. 8VHL 580, 8CGB 757, sex offender 8FTK 594. License 8CSS 225, 54940X1, 8EQZ 968, 8YYJ 126, 8CCB 757. License 5YPF 964, 6VUZ. I'll get that one over a minute. 8CGB 757, 7SOD 605, 6VUZ 549. 5VXG 638, 8TYR 647, 8REF 283, NEK 601, that's out of state, 8JPY 682, 94319K1, 8TPT 219, 7JL, I can't see that one, 5GDW 635, 7WIN 740, 8XYX 877, 7RSW 448. That's audible activity and directed light. 1VER 385, 8UDK 3643. License 3WGP 004, MYSTIQ1, 8RZG 687, 0F4CJ. That's a license plate with like a flag on the side of it, so it doesn't have all 7 characters. 0F, or is that a Q? 0F4CJ, yeah. License 6HGW 342, 8FJC 526, 8ZFS 499, 8WY 8316, G37SPO 8SIS 624, 8VBK 547, 2A21914, 7SMK 953, 5KPX 337, 8JOH 632, 8SRH 559, 8TXN 709, BF2, I can't really see that one, 7GUN 862, I believe. This one is 7P45172, 8KWE 773, 8AQF 510, 8JDH 632, 8UBF 230, 5WBB 787, 7U34424, 97695A1. I can scratch that. I can't see it. You can scratch that one. 7AZV 172, 7AVP 389, 7XGJ 676, 8ZXR 645. Sex offenders are numerous. All right, and this is license 8BMK 512. License 7J38599, and all these demons are doing are just maintaining presence, just making sure that somebody's always by. So you name them, 8NUNE26. That's all they're doing is stalking. So you smack them down with a prosecution while they want to stalk on behalf of a government. 8FCY943, the government's going to be prosecuted as a sex offender, which is what they are. And they're all demons together. OTTOKO2, psychopaths. License 8UCP629, called exactly what they are. 6PIR899, stalkers. 6ZVX038, license 8VQB578, 0338-6Y1, 7KDB777, 7LOC336, 7WUE436, 6GQW065, 7LUS530, license 7GDN602, 8MEL871, TIMCO, TEMCO logistics, license 996. That looks like an Indiana license plate. I can't really see it, but that's TIMCO logistics. Excuse me. AMR crossing path again. They're just pacing around 23137V2 in the same directed light. It is 6:48 p.m. 7XEU335. 8TXH382, 8FDL747, 8G33, 8XPJ687, 7HLS225, 7A49034, I believe. 8SP, I can't see the rest of them. It's 6:49 p.m. Let me get some more sex offenders. And the entire time I have 3 shadows, all right? And this is at third-party facilitating venue, the Inland Valley Emergency Pet Clinic. That's called a facilitating venue. And again, while the pattern of conduct is underway, that is while sex offenders are engaging in what is molestation, while demons are engaging in what is stalking in the path with light, you have what is facilitation, demons in relevant position inside of wherever it is that they live, whatever establishment is in relevant position for purposes of monitoring. That's exactly what's ongoing. Alrighty, and so you're talking about it's 6:49 p.m. That's exactly what I captured as I named the demons stalking in the path by license plate, sitting in the darkness in that parking lot behind that. They can bring their sick puppy dog with them if they want. They're monitoring with the government and their demons without any legal argument. So with regard to what is engaging in surveillance with the state of California, license 8WWS161, 8UOU973, I believe, 7SVU229. 9688672, 5CYZ602, 8RLN950, That's exactly why directed light is present, because they are all monitoring together. That's why that which is not possibly the sun, that impossible ongoing occurrence with a fake sun, that's occurring, that's present, because they're all monitoring. 7NTE 164, 7NTF 164. It's a Latino male driving. 8RFL683. And it's also occurring because they're demon-possessed. 8ULN794. The demon-possessed, engaging in that conduct. 8VDA802, right under your nose, thinking you'll never know. Hoping that you'll never know. Plotting, that will never be found out. Okay? And this is the reality. Demonic activity is real. Demonic activity, literally, the demon-possessed are amongst the population. It's that common. And it is that part of everyday life. And federal law shall address that reality. Because that's no religious protections that you have of that condition. That's speaking to what's criminal conduct. And a dangerous psychopath, by the way. 8VBX257. License C507JO. Because it is only the demon-possessed engaging in the pattern of conduct. 8DAZ317. It is that exclusive. License 6DLU124. 7RDZ689. It's 6:51 p.m. All right, you have directed light while these demons are patrolling on the freeway exit where I was during the day. It's directed light by night. I'm standing still, and you have what is shadows that are moving. That's fanning out of directed light. This is impossible. They're demons. 5HTW910. 8UBF964. License 7LTW 537. You have law enforcement crossing path. It's 6:52 p.m. License 7BHA 746 8RRU 097 7BWD 058 7BQH 769 7BOT 086. I can't see that one. It's 6:52 p.m. Again, license plate, law enforcement that is crossing path. This is a demon that is stalking and is doing so while crossing path in the environment. That's what group stalking is. You don't have to talk to the one that you're monitoring. That's what group stalking is about. It's inconspicuous with regard to, well, it's not inconspicuous when you're aware of the elements and the deliberately maintained environment, but it is passive-aggressive stalking. It's the maintenance of presence by what are none other than demons who are entirely focused on you, but maintaining the outward appearance of what are strangers just shopping around you in the grocery store, not talking to you, you don't know them. They're at work next to you, working there with you on the clock, right? Present on behalf of a state that's engaging in state surveillance. And they are demons that engage in that, in traffic around you, stalking you, aware of who you are, monitoring you with communication devices, engaging in a massive, that is literally everybody on the freeway where you're driving that's engaging and monitoring you together. That is the system that's underway. 6LRA 324, license 7MAA 690. And so my point, as you have these minions that are crossing path, this directed light is serving that ongoing massive system. That is why it is occurring. It's not only an impossibility, it is common sense. This impossibility is occurring because it's not just the minion you're looking at, all of the minions that are surrounding for a radius, a distance, monitoring with communication devices, using technology. A lot of people, in other words, are monitoring you. License plate. It's 6:54 p.m. License plate. 7GXU447, 7EYV354, 7HHT811. C4SH 657, I believe, substantially similar. That's a large truck. And Penske truck is crossing path as well. The state is stalking by helicopter. So let's get these demons engaging in terrorism. 50381G3, 8LIU 583, 8LWZ Heart BL, 7NAA 690, 6VSY 074. 8TGJ393, 89132G2, 8TMM077, GK444, handicap, 7HZO226, 6XMP479, 8LPF616, 8XNU012, 7VXB923, license 8VOW521 or 8VQW521. That looks like an That's a black SUV. It is 6:55 p.m. License AEBK 549 160 3321 8TTH 297. United Water Restoration. They're crossing path. 6BZE 054. (60982W1) 7HLA 443 1904 7U1 STEEENK 8ETA 276 6092. I read that one. License 8VGU 900 5MZM 670. Crossing path again. 8DEB 829. License 4HHL 501 8ULU 166. Los Limousines crossing path. That's a coach. 6TBG 249. I can't really see that one. And this is the police 1603321. License 7UBD 615. The police are in a white van. This is Upland Police. License 6ZXL 166. License 8WME 974 5ZMW 368. 8PJD 016. 8NME 974. 8WKT 834. 8TXU 722. 8UFG 300. FYT 756. 5CIG 561. All of them getting on, stalking with Upland Police who get onto the freeway and engage in crossing a path. That's all they're doing is patrolling all around. This is 8SMJ 247. 7NGW 927. 8SDH. I can't really see the rest of that one. 18IRISH. License 8BRM 726. Alrighty, I'm going to read these third parties. These are demons engaging in criminal conduct, and they're threatening together while the state wants to stalk with helicopter and law enforcement engaging in the stalking, visibly stalking, because law enforcement are always stalking. They're demons, and they are supposed to be those that engage in what is kidnapping, concealment of that system. That's what those demons serve the purpose of. 78VA. Can't see the rest of one. License 7VJM804, 8KMH568, 6R87847. 6ZBV 757 14505J2, 8GBF 869, 6R, I can't see that one, 5GWX 179, 8BB 1790, 88989H2, 8XRY 397, 8LVN 273, 8JHR 977, 8GSK 588, 7XKW 014, 8ZKW 449. 7XLH 889 17120K2 35403D1 use 716MN 8ZAM 261 8SPV 461 8XR 2081 8YIA 185 8GIF 742 8DCGO36, 5YYH017, 7GS, 7ZGS 793. It is 6:59 p.m. 7VCL 152. And this is an ongoing molestation. I want to be clear. The state of California is molesting while stalking by helicopter and law enforcement. License 8GWH013, I believe. 62358G2, 7DBK049, BEEEZY, 8NLK380, 5MWV941, OZSRIDE, 8E43854, 8VVP220, 8DCX294, 6ZGC720, 6539 L2, I believe. Can't really see that one. 8UTE443, 8905 7R1 8XQC 910. 7LFM 201 7UKP 336 8MLM 717 6WGX 789 6MBD 083. License 6WRA 378 8DOR 635. Can't see that one. 8ATK 767 7YXJ 504 8TPV 900 35596C3, I believe. 7EE, I can't see that one. 7XYF, I can't see that one either. Alrighty, it's 7:01 p.m. Six JPZ 193 and 73767W1. 7UY, I can't see that one. 8PYH177. 7TSB 909. 8F, you can scratch that one, I can't see that one. R883, I can't see that one either, you can scratch that one. License 5FIX 713. 7 JED 339 and 399H2 handicap. 7 EMW 365. And this is at the venue where I documented this morning those minions stalking in the path at their venue, 106, number B, at 6th Street. That's the address. This is where the group's stalking at the intersection. 7 EMW 365, 7 TSB 909. And that minion was monitoring this morning. That minion's monitoring as well while these demons patrol. JU 83596, BE 54379, 8EKT 006. This is 6th Street and Euclid. And it's 7:05 p.m. It's P.O.C. 7 PES 089 38078J3. And let's see. License 8BMH068 5CZN 909. Yeah, right, that one there. This is essentially Satan asking for what it has already been decided it's going to get. That's what's going on. 8ROT254. It's very, very sad. It's pathetic. That's part of being an ass, though. Satan is a follower. I'm documenting the stalker that it is. 8APF860, but I mean Satan is literally a follower. It does not have actual authority. Has zero authority. It is 7:06 p.m. Those are the stalkers. American Medical Response 7UUM151, sounding their sirens. As I'm walking down the street, I'm right here at the intersection of Armsley Square and Euclid. And this is why you document the people. You want to facilitate their ability to monitor and stalk, then you document those minions. License 7:08 p.m. License 8WFJ322. And let me remind you again, this is American Medical Response engaging in repeated acts of kidnapping. All right, documented in more than one criminal act of kidnapping by this entity. That's the same entity that is acting via American Medical Response, who is, as you hear them sounding sirens, monitoring and facilitating that life-threatening conduct. 8XWG990. That's directly relevant to what shall be that prosecution. That is, again, American Medical Response engaging in that facilitation. It is 7:09 p.m. 7XEL694. Five FAH489. Five YBC793. 9 6TGN 965, 4LWU 008, 8U79973. Alrighty, sends. This is on Armsley. These are facilitating venues where the entity is amplifying sirens. 5T04881. 4XOF035. 5SGY172. License. 8UAU768. License 266LB, that's handicap. You hear how the sirens are maintained. They're not going anywhere. That's the pattern of conduct, by the way. Sirens are a hallmark. This is the government that is stalking. And that is what started the pattern of conduct with regard to documenting the government itself that's stalking. And then you get to the people. 8SWN189. License 5SZF881. This is Armsley and... see, Armsley and Palm. License plate 7FSJ813. And you are listening to what is the audible activity. These minions are inside of their facilitating venues. They are not present in their own capacity. This is state surveillance, and that's audible activity while I'm being molested with directed light. They're monitoring in relevant position. 8YDG223. Relevant position is where it is that they live. All right, license plate. Let's see. BM558, that's handicap license plate. Okay. I just want to point something out that's common sense. If they were actually going somewhere with sirens, they're not sitting at a red light sounding sirens. If they were going somewhere with the sirens, it would not be sounding in perpetuity like that. They are stalking with audible activity. That's what that is. And keeping me surrounded while I'm walking through the neighborhood reading license plates. That's common sense, but I'm just going to recite that because you need to understand what you're listening to. It is nonetheless audible activity, but you are literally listening to what is the sustenance of sirens. Where are they going? That's what you should be asking yourself. They're not going anywhere. License, stalking and monitoring with the state, C14635S, that's Washington. It's a demon stalking with this other one at the end of the street using their vehicles as light activity. Oh, in case I did read this one, 7FSJ813, yeah. And this one, 5VG5654. It is 7:13 p.m. Molesting is the stalker. License 8F64470. License 8FGC808. 7CIM095. 5JYS538. 7K52697. Listen to the prosecution of the people of the state, because that's what you're listening to. This is at Palm, and see this minion coming in touch with light while the state flies over by a helicopter. This is license plate see, 7 GPM 316. And this is right here at Bonnie Bray and Palm, 05393V2. This is exactly what you saw in front of what is 536 Pearl Street and Upland. While I'm standing in front of that venue, the fake sun is right over my head, and the state that is already stalking, not going anywhere, stalking me on a constant basis, then flies over by helicopter while I am documenting the people of the state. That is literally providing more prosecutorial evidence. It is not a deterrence. You are listening to what is the evidence against the people of the state who are monitoring, and their addresses is documentation of what is relevant positioning. You have no protection inside of those walls. This is state surveillance underway in the neighborhood 5 SDA 940, and that's exactly why you document. That's exactly why you document. Are you going to snatch the old Lily White sitting up in their nice little homes thinking that they can engage in criminal conduct or monitoring another person? I don't think so. It's absurd. 7 CSY 902, 7 YZH 306, and that's why the government's flying over my head in a helicopter in this neighborhood. 8 KBY 627, license 6 NMA 367. And it is also informing you about what your idea of what is a criminal, based on what is portrayed on television, on what is evil, what it looks like, what it acts like, what it does for a living, if anything at all. 7GJC 205. License 6L51488. This is a demon creeping in this neighborhood, stalking with the state that is following with helicopter. 6FBH010. 7UBW 554, making a U-turn right in front of me, pacing in light. That's a demon. And let me be clear, it is the same with all of these minions who are living in this neighborhood. This is a demonic pattern of conduct. These are demons that live here. Doesn't matter what their paycheck is. Pacing around, engaging in terrorism, again, that's license 6FBH010, knows exactly where I am and is targeting me with the government. And facilitating while these demons, where they're living, they're monitoring to that light activity. 7UBW 554, license 6TJU 180, 6EMR 955, 8UVP 331, 6KWZ 493, 4XDC 992, 6WBJ 036, license 8WZL 085, 8HZX 198, 8RIX 695. License 8WEV 107, 03234W1, 80724L2, 10483R2, uh, 7NMW 697. 8MTP 207. Seven ZWF 888, and it is 7:20 p.m. This is Bonnie Bray. This is the street I'm on. 7EDB 370. Walking around from Armsley to Bonnie Bray. This is where the entity flies over by helicopter at that intersection of Palm and Bonnie Bray. And you have what is the state sounding sirens the entire time walking on Armsley. All right, and this is following with audible activity. Understand that, supplementing the activity with knowledge of where I'm going. That is stalking with noise. That's entirely demonic, first of all. It's also facilitation. These minions whose license plates I'm reading are sitting up in their venues where they live monitoring. Sitting up at their table, sitting on their couch, sitting in their kitchen, at their kitchen tables, monitoring with communication devices. On behalf of a government, you're stalking at whatever your address is. You're not present on behalf of on behalf, excuse me. You're engaging in criminal conduct with the government. Alrighty, and so this is documentation of that, and that is exactly the grounds for such documentation. And it is literally the provision of evidence against the people of the state. It doesn't matter where they live, what sort of house they are. You're not above suspicion. You're actually a despicable and disgusting demon engaging in that pattern, 5UFB286, and I'll drag that demon out of whatever address that they're inside of and prosecute them like the animals that they are, thinking that you can hide up in wherever it is that you live in your nice little house in Upland, California, and engage in that criminal conduct, threatening the life of another, sexually violating another. All right. And while the government is outside sounding sirens to try to deter you from enforcing I'm going to prosecute you. It's currently 7:21 p.m. That's exactly what that was. Flying over by helicopter. Yes, it is the P.O.C. The government tries to and seeks to engage in. That's the P.O.C. That's what law enforcement's role. That's what those demons engage in. Engage in what is obstruction of justice. That's exactly what that's about. That's called terrorism. And I will be prosecuting the demons that I just identified for that criminal act. They're one entity acting together. It is 7:22 p.m. All right, meeting at the intersection 8JAG 908. And this is 8 TBF 449, 7 TTN 918, I believe. License 8 UQV 436. This is 5th Street and Euclid. 8 TBF 449, yeah, that's right. License 8 VDN 368. Eight UQV 436, read that one. 8 ZAK 991. 8 SAJ 552. 8 EGR, can't see the rest of them. 9961 OG3. 7 TED, can't see the rest of them. Six JLBO 67, 7 NCU 265. 7 ZTN 207. 7 NSW 106, 7 UVTOs 23. You are literally understanding what is stalking conduct by an entire people. As you hear me rattle off these license plates, these demons, first of all, they are demons and they are stalkers. 8CQL 373, 8WCC 492. That's why you heard what are sirens audibly chasing me into that dark neighborhood while I'm reading license plates. That's why you heard that, because these demons are maintaining presence as an entity. Entirely psychotic level of stalking. That's what these demons are doing together. All right, and as the entity flies over me by helicopter, that's not an anomaly. It's a well-documented pattern of conduct, and that's exactly what these demons are doing, maintaining presence in the path. Stalking. Demons stalking. That's exactly what they're doing. It is currently 7:24 p.m. You got to get into the mindset of the demented people that engage in. Let me drive to this intersection because I got to touch Erica Lorraine Spencer with this light because I'm monitoring her. She's coming up to the corner. You know exactly where I'm at. That's what Satan is doing through people. All right? That's a stalker. License 6FTM 477. License. Go on ahead, minion. License 8PTM 154. 7ZAV 629. It is 7:25 p.m. 8 KCA 635. Seven FYV 248. You got demons maintaining presence at the other end, the opposite end, which would be, let me be more descriptive, at what is the this is the west end of 5th Street. So west of me on 5th Street, stalking on the street, aiming light towards me. So I just want to document that. In my direction, they're at a distance, okay? So I'm still being molested with what is directed light. That's how you have multiple shadows. Let me take a picture of it right now. Took a picture of my 2 shadows, even my luggage carrier that I'm carrying. You can see the conflicting directions of the shadows. This is a demonic environment. That's called directed light that I remain covered by. Those are demons stalking at the end of the street. 8VKY109, 8YXT124, 8D94. I can't really see the rest of that one. And you have another demon over here. I'm gonna get this license plate that stops right here at the corner where I have this directed light that I just took pictures of. Stalking in the path. That's a demon using their hazard lights. Light, flashing light. That's a Spectrum Utiliquest. All right, that's what the city of Ontario, it's not just the city of Ontario, but as I document them, that's what they're doing. 7P21507, it's entirely demonic. All right, and that's terrorism as you document that conduct by the entity. 6WXH846. License 7T47217. And who all is monitoring with this little psychopath over here that's using their hazard lights? They're all going to be prosecuted for that. All right? Stalking by law enforcement, stalking by helicopter, stalking by molestation with directed light, 4MOC 754, stalking while being molested with directed light, 8ZEN 602, Pizza Hut is included in that. License 7UNJ 519, 8XOG 313. And that directed light, let me be clear, I'm taking a picture of what are those conflicting directions of my shadow, where the grounds of the non-church, as I described to you. You call yourself a church all you want. That's a demonic environment that's being maintained on the grounds of an alleged church. 07133E3. Let me be clear. Satan directly rebuts your claim of being any sort of church. That's a demonic environment. It's impossible light activity. All right? The lights in the church do not create multiple shadows. Okay? License 8SMG795, and that's where I'm standing, PRADD13, where I'm standing across the street at the Merton E. Hall Auditorium on the sidewalk in front of Chafee High School, a third-party facilitating venue. This is where I'm at. I'm right across the street from this non-church where I documented minions in that parking lot. Monitoring with babies in the back of their car for RWF315, sex offenders engaging in terrorism, and if they're not natural-born citizens, you ship them out of this country. License J675SO. License 26572F3, 8KZU296, 7PWT182, 7TPA527. Capturing an image of that demon, maintaining presence with their hazard lights. J675SO is monitoring with that demon, and that is documented acts of terrorism. The entire entity is going to be prosecuted for that. That demon that knows that they're being documented proceeds to drive north on Euclid Avenue right now, 06001P2. They could have remained there. They leave as they are aware of the fact that I took a picture of them. And that's the ass entity. I'm documenting every single last one of your demon-possessed partners, and I'm going to that's what I. But anyway, 7LVZ774. They're all going to be prosecuted. That's an act of terrorism. You're going to understand what terrorism is with regard to what is demonic activity, and you're prosecuting for every single tactic that they are engaging in, which is pursuant to what is a criminal system of surveillance. All right, 8YBU688, and that's terrorism. And then that psychopath drives off after as I take a picture of them. 69106Z2, 58699B2, 8UJK208, 8ZTG588. 7XIV551, license 7RAV575, might as well be sitting on the side of the road as well using their hazards because they're all going to be prosecuted for that. All right, that's terrorism. 8MNS596. And they're engaging in terrorism while being sex offenders, perpetual sex offenders. License 6MOU540. All right, and this is the people of the state, as I'm slicing and dicing them, identifying them by license plate. You're talking about what are the people of the state acting via company names, and you're going to drain their pockets in addition to prosecuting them. All right, license, it's currently 7:30 p.m. That's P.O.C. All right, group stalking on the side of Chafee Joint High School, looking like the sex offenders that they are. 7RAV575, who I already read their license plates as they were crossing path. All stood at the corner of 5th and Euclid. They stopped in front of what is Chafee Joint High School. feet away from me, and I took a picture of them. They're stalking in the path. That's what that is. And they're sitting in their vehicles on the side of the high school. And that's stalking in the path. That's relevant positioning. It's currently 7:33 p.m. 8RNC 513. 7NKA 162, I believe. 8RNY 235. And let's see, directed light spanning across the property of the Chaffee High School while American Medical Response and the rest of the demons cross path. License 5N53535, I believe, but I can't really see that clearly. American Medical Response, though, is clearly seen crossing path and doing so as I stop walking just to start reading license plates. It's like I said, I'm describing the pattern of conduct, and for purposes of understanding the level of psychopath conduct, you are understanding what is the mindset of a person not only driving an ambulance, but driving their own vehicle, walking around in the dark, using a skateboard, using whatever they have. But these minions are using vehicles, including using an ambulance, and just driving around the perimeter of where I'm at and taking turns. Different American Medical Response vehicles likely being used as well, but their focus is me driving around the perimeter as I am walking down the street. Right? That is the futility and the existence of the demon possessed. It's entirely focused on someone else. 8DTC842. That is what these freaks of American Medical Response are engaged in. 7TPZ968, just crossing path, which is stalking at the particular street where they know exactly I'm at so that they can make cross path with their phones. That's what they're monitoring with. And you need to understand that mindset. 8VKY109, 7BOF010. It's beyond pathetic. It is entirely pathetic. All right. But it is entirely demented. License DODGRSW. I don't think they would want that support. 7SMS462, 8ENA609, CRW109, I believe that's Arizona, 6RJS794. And so all of these demons who are stalking in directed light are at this intersection in order to take turns stalking in the path, crossing path, every single last one of them. This is the demon-possessed population. 7PEP110, 7BOF010, 8UMS046, or 406, excuse me, 7YFG2, I can't see that one, WIZ607, but I can't really see that one that clearly. You can scratch that one. It's 7:37 p.m. License 8LMR042. License 8TIJ126. That's a demon on a skateboard. That little prepubescent bastard has two shadows while he's riding a skateboard. He's engaging in light activity creation, audible activity creation, and he's stalking in the path. And he crosses the street after this is a demon paying very close attention to me while he's behind me, as he is fearful that I may take a picture of him, because that's exactly what I was about to do. License 6AQM650. License, and that's what's so disgusting. Let me be clear. These third parties monitoring with that under 18-year-old terrorist together, 8LMR042. That's another ways in which you're going to prosecute the people. 6AQM 650. 5V40, I can't see that one. 5CRD 356, 4TJS 429. Over here at the high school, which is a facilitating venue, this is all the issues regarding public corruption. All right, a high school is grounds, first of all, playgrounds for what are demons, teachers and students alike. 6CMG 630, and criminal activity surveillance is underway, and they're doing it with minors. These little demons using their cell phones, they're engaging in surveilling American citizens. 8MZF695, 7MXC735, 7FJX028, 58323T2, 7LTS827. And then these minions are monitoring with those under the age of majority, which there is no appropriate age for a government to engage in surveillance, but you're going to prosecute for every criminal act, every element of this system that's underway. Engaging in sexual violence and facilitation of interstate stalking. Doing so, understand, law enforcement is monitoring with minions under the age of 18. All right, it's criminal while they're over the age of 18. It is even more despicable while you are engaging in this demonic activity and this criminal conduct with those under 18. 4MOR933, regardless of whether the fact that they are demons, the same. 8CEN340, 8NSS595, 7Y04922, BGDE044, 8JKA 856, 5FRE131. Oh boy. It's 7:40 p.m. 8Z, I can't really see that one. CUTJR82, molesting. And AB63W53, that's a paper plate, molesting. It's 7:41 p.m. Let me get this U-Haul license plate. This is Brookdale at 1031 Euclid Avenue. This is the state flying over by helicopter. License 6GXF482. This U-Haul that's over here in front of this Brookdale. U-Haul as part. Let me see this. License plate is AH49938. And also the license plate over here, adjacent to the Brookdale North Euclid at 1031 Euclid Avenue, where the state is flying over by helicopter, 93717C2. This is flying over the old demon-possessed geezers who are engaged in surveillance as well. That's why they don't mind helicopters hovering over their venues where they live. License 7RFL315, 8EBL061. These demons stalking, sitting in the vehicle while the state flies over by helicopter. I'm going to read their license plate right now. License 4PZV843. And 7NFN753. Directed light moving across while they're holding up their trunk. License 7BOF010. There we go. 6YGL794. And that's a Latino male driving that BOF license plate. They've been sitting in their vehicle while the state then flies over by helicopter. And then as I proceed walking, then they get out of their car. This is audible activity creation and using the vehicle as a means of light. They're engaging in facilitation as well. The minions in their venues where they're living as I'm walking past, which is relevant positioning as well, are monitoring. 29555Y1. FQR935. Let's see. 6 BMT 800. See, this is a commercial vehicle, Motive Energy, license 14622B2. License 5MPD293. Uh, 8CKX546. W55340, CB31B75 paper, 8NSR986, 7N52969, 7HWH109. There's a directed light on this street where I'm reading their license plates appropriately. License 8BZT400. My shadow's appearing across the street from me. License 8PQF013. They're demons that live here, and they're monitoring as well. Let's see. License 8JUV321. Because I already read that one. And One. License PLBYVHR. Seven VAF 062. 6LQU 028. Six CJM 871. And that was a minion driving through molesting with no license plate. 6XBU 803 is a sex offender, the same, monitoring with that demon that's driving down the street in order to engage in a molestation. And the address here is 909, or 207. I'll get the street name in a second. License 8DAA072, 6HGP760. This is the address of 213. Looks like we're on J Street. That would be 213 J Street, 212 J Street. I'm reading license plates on this street. It is 7:48 p.m. 8UVR163 molesting. While they're stalking, driving down J Street in order to engage in stalking with the rest of these minions whose many of their license plates are parked out on the street. This is relevant positioning. It's more than the license plates. This entire neighborhood is being documented. ASX1719. You have the amplification of impossible audible activity. And it is easily demonstrable that you will never hear the train, not the Metrolink or Union Pacific, that's stalking on the Amtrak train tracks, and any of on the street over here on J Street in Ontario. License 8EAE958. That's demonic, and it's also demonic while these demons are driving down the street and molesting with directed light. It's also demonic while my shadow is appearing on the opposite side of the street. All of these are the symptoms of that ongoing P.O.C. and the demon possessed who live here. Again, this is Euclid and J Street. It is currently 7:50 p.m. A stalker meeting at I Street, tracking my steps. A demon doing so, monitoring with these minions. I'll read everybody's license plate on this street. License plate 8AKH870. Stalking with this other demon at the other end of the street, facing the opposite direction, using their lights as a light in the path. This is demonic teamwork, criminals monitoring with communication devices. License 8NPR 235, 8VPR 235, I believe. This is some sort of European looking license plate. This minion's stalking with kids in the car. She looks like a Samoan woman. License QQFD436. It says U.S.A. on it. This is a BMW. If they're not natural born citizens, you ship those sort of criminals and demons out of the country. They're demonstrating unworthiness to even be here in the first place. And I took a picture of that license plate. It is license again QQFD436. License TAMNARI. And these are demons on what is I Street. And let me be clear, all the demons that live on I Street are monitoring. While these demons are meeting me at the intersection and these demons are walking on the sidewalk, all of them stalking together. All right, keeping communication devices close. 8UOJ731 while I'm surrounded by a network of them. 7WPU 355, 8RDE 509. 7NMB019, 27894H1, 8XXZ359, 7BTV185, 8MSP514, JUAN318, it's a commercial vehicle. License 7MXJ676, GREYSEA, 8YMV159. Again, this is I Street. I at Euclid is the nearest intersection. 7RAA206. ZOY265, 81526S2, 7WJM896, 92640X2, 5YSW289, 8NXA196, CA87D93, that's paper, 4KFC539, 8XZT945, this is Bank of America, 69401CZ, 6ZGV132. Again, this is the Bank of America at 735 North Euclid Avenue. 7ZMA. Can't really see the rest of that one. They're on surveillance cameras leaving the drive-thru of the Bank of America, though, so that is a method of documentation. It's 8:02 p.m. where they're speeding out. This is a Spanish-speaking minion, a demon, who is stalking and monitoring. And if actually, by the way, if he's not an American-born citizen, you ship them out of the country. That's going to be policy with regard to federal prosecution. This is facilitation while he's at the driveway, playing music, directed light on the surveillance cameras of Bank of America. It's 8:02 p.m. License 9ACL344. BX286 handicap. So let me get these minions' license plates who are patrolling out of the drive-thru. 8XZT945, engaging in predatory conduct. You got a sex offender waiting to touch me with light. License VKORPEL. They are sitting in a drive-thru. Let me be clear, of the Bank of America to engage in relevant positioning, while this other sex offender whose license plate I'm going to recite to you is aiming light. This is the pattern of conduct. 6FME599. This is concerted activity. All right. The Bank of America is right next door to the plaza where the Pizza Hut is. The demon possessed making your pizza. Right. BX286 handicap. This sex offender monitoring with the demons patrolling through the Bank of America drive-thru. 35627B1, and that's a sex offender aiming light with the intent to molest while engaging in federal stalking. 7LYC216, 5RLM089. Just driving around like the minions that they are, driving in circles, psychopaths. This is demonic activity. In directed light in the parking lot of what is the Blink Fitness, anchored by the Rite Aid. 8PLA344, 5POU742, turning on their headlights as I approach. The demon stalking with activity. License. Let's see. 8VSM772, 6NGW189. 7VQZ201, 8XZE915, 5YFE466. C0452 OF3 is molesting me. This demon is driving down this aisle of the parking lot to engage in touching and stalking. Okay, this is license plate. 8YJZ291, 8NQX092, 8NAZ241, the same with this predator, 4YTF015. License 7DGR015, because I didn't read that one. 7BWG440, 7SFW051, 8AOW673, 8HBZ035, 8VCF222, 7YRW154, 6FYR455, 8ETY820, 8EBR024, 8XCA345, 8ALR074, 8GLR086, 8AIZ277, RTA5RA, 5VEA142, 8MUB879, 8S23081, 8WIY444. Paper BM71C41, UCX4292, which is Virginia. 55427F1, group stalking in front of Kids Empire. That's a demon stalking with their hazard lights. It's also facilitation. License 8VVY200, 5RCK791, 7MHC314, 7RYK703, 5MVF151, BL01Y84, paper 7RYK703, 6YPB434, 40940G3. All right, capturing that sex offender that's engaging in terrorism, stalking in the parking lot while demons are driving in circles. They're pacing around, creating light activity surrounding their perimeter with light. All right, this is concerted conduct by demons who are engaging in this pattern of conduct. 8ZBA060, and I captured that demon's image. He's parked in front of the Kids Empire. License 40940G3, CA97Z37, 8EOU138, 8WPV038. These demons monitoring with that sex offender whose image I captured. They get out of their car, crossing path, and creating light activity while they walk in front of their headlights. Demons. License 8NGV347, 8MTP257, 7AUD488, 5740283, 26248C2, 3SHX153. He has directed light from his raggedy old rims on the dark asphalt at nightfall. That's impossible light activity. The same orange color directed light you see during the day. It has nothing to do with the fake sun or sunlight, even if that was the actual sun. It's demonic, all right? This one that I read, the paper plate, BL01Y84, aiming light toward the Kids Empire. They're aiming light together. The male that's parked in front of Kids Empire, they're aiming light as one. All right, they're acting as together as an entity. 8VVY200. All right, license 5RCK791, because I didn't read that one. See, BM71C41 paper. $8ALR074, because I didn't read that one already. 7ZNX203. 6WRIGHT. 7TGR624. 8H, I read that one. 8KDG255. And 8AOW673, I read that one already. They're sitting in their car monitoring to what is audible activity and demons pacing around and creating light in the parking lot. 8NAZ241. 8GZO412. 7DGR015, I read that one already. And I read this sex offender's license plate. 8JYL293. 6GNW185. Excuse me, 6NGW189. Alrighty. And let me be clear, just like every other venue, but I want to spell out, because they're out here engaging in federal stalking. Pizza Hut fitting into what is their schedule, their heavy pizza tossing schedule to engage in interstate stalking and terrorism. 5NLT907. It's 8:09 p.m. $7ZDY262, 8NNW583. 8VWR273, or 723, excuse me. 5YEF466, I believe. I read that one already. And that's the minion. He's just loitering in the parking lot and leaves crossing path as I walk out of the parking lot. It is, by the way, 8:10 p.m. 7PTY 085. This old fat Latina, a stalker, 8XXD342, and a sex offender. Stalking at G Street and Euclid, where I showed you the fake sun this morning at 7:57 in the morning. Direct light remains at nightfall. Those are demons crossing path and directed light. It's 8:11 p.m. 7PJZ595, 8AUL180, 7HQE222, 8KSV607, 8XEB858, 8ZWH013, 6PLL217, 7FMV971, 5VEA142, 7LXE122, 6SCB710, 8BNN926, molesting, 5LDR220, 7BSZ571, 28609H3, 7XEP665, 46450. I can't see that. Can't see the rest of that lights, but 7CRP164, 8PMW807, I believe. I can see the third character. You can scratch that one. 8VKY197, 7AZT171, 8HM. I can't really see the rest of them. 8TAD256, standing around like they're focused on conversation. These demons are standing around while directed lights flashing on the sidewalk. Those are demons for you. 5PWE473. This is Gloria's Cochinas. License 8YAZ906. 7U74329. Molesting. License 8PUJ054. And let me be clear, minions at Gloria's Cochinas, they're sex offenders. They're in relevant position monitoring, standing out on the sidewalk. They're stalking and they're monitoring. This demon's sitting in a dark vehicle while molestation is ongoing. They're sex offenders monitoring with communication devices. License 8YSM091. And this license plate, sitting in the darkness, in relevant position, 8DVV342. Demons, and they're stalking. That's why I have 3 shadows on the wall of what is U.S. Bank. This is 8:17 p.m. The intersection of what is D Street. I'm sorry, B Street? Yeah, D Street. Sex offender, CSJARGN, a demon. Stalking and touching while engaging in interstate stalking with the state. License 8WIK839, 8VSW111. Stalking with light at U.S. Bank, 333 North Euclid Avenue. That is license 8FTV146. JMB719. Alrighty, getting these demons images. License 8VMG751. Stalking is 8FTV146. Stalking on the side of the road of U.S. Bank at 333 North Euclid Avenue. Stalking with hazard lights. That's terrorism. Stalking in the path. This is what these demons do everywhere that you're going. Engaging in that peculiar conduct as an entity. That is stalking together on behalf of a government is terrorism. 8ACU480. And let me be clear. This demonic activity, my multiple shadows, all right, you're talking about what is Lavos. This is supposed to be then identified as a church. And this is what I'm telling you with regard to what is understanding them by their deeds. They're in a demonic environment. What sort of church would you even want to go to like that anyway? 5XXR578. 8DMG734. These saints have multiple shadows. They're demons. License 8CYW223, 8JMM423, license 8MPP539. Those are those saints, you know, that's demonic activity in front of what's supposed to be a church. That's 8WIL603. Let me be clear. You know them by their deeds, not because they're standing in front of some venue that's supposedly called a church. That's what Satan engages in. 8WIL603. Black-faced demons, monitoring with law enforcement, having nothing to do with Black Lives Matter either. It is currently 8:20 p.m. 7XOH722. Inland Conservatory for the Performing Arts engaged in the pattern of conduct. License, this is the same venue where I heavily documented the state's fake sun literally over this building. Directed light just in the shade on the ground, the P.O.C. It is 8:20 p.m. License 6RRJ816, 8NTY333C. And those demons engage in sounding that amplified audible activity of a car alarm. It's audible activity in directed light. You're stalking and you're monitoring, and you're a demon doing so while they listen to me tell you that those saints are demon possessed. The demons can call themselves whatever they want. You understand how those words don't mean anything. 8TBR971, 7BBZ531. You'll have any minion can go around calling themselves anything. It's not what they say, it's what they do, right? License 7KKS271. These demons loitering, congregating, whatever you want to call it. But I'll tell you what, it's not a genuine church. In this Inland Valley Conservatory, they're engaging in interstate stalking and their demons dancing around. YNOPBLM, 8ZXL390, and that demon touching 7RIB444, 4SNV978. 05777J2, 71882D2, 7KLT438. This is the Inland Valley Conservatory for the Performing Arts. Nothing impressive whatsoever. They're demons and they're stalkers. They're not very focused on dancing right now, okay? You're talking about what is the same parking lot of the Inland Conservatory where I captured the fake sun over me, and all of the cars were dripping in directed light. These are demons. 7WQL210, 7CLP165. And it is 8:22 p.m. 7BLY134. They're standing around with double or triple shadows. All right? Those are demons for you. Sitting around stalking in their cars, using them as stalking with light in the path, while the shadows that are on the walls of the trees and the poles, multiple shadows on the wall. I've shown you this already. All right, and this is how literally Satan has betrayed itself. And by itself, meaning these minions are shown as the goofy looking demons that they are. 8TBR971 is the demon stalking right now. You've got one tree, but you've got multiple shadows on the wall where this demon is stalking in the path. Coming from Inland Conservatory for the Performing Arts. All right, they're monitoring with communication devices, and they're demons stalking the path, and those demons know exactly who I am, and they also know what I'm saying. And you're listening to what is the creation of audible activity, which is the P.O.C, but pay attention to what I'm saying as they begin sounding that car alarm. Those demons are listening to me tell you the truth about their condition. They're demons in front of what's supposed to be a church. So you want to call yourself, that's fine. Those saints are demon possessed. You can call yourself whatever you want. It's 8:23 p.m. SYK911. WTL603, now crossing path, using that demon's vehicle to stalk with audible activity while I tell you the truth about their condition, that they're demons, every single last one of them. License 6300383, 7NOE248, 8XTB960, JB Hunt and Amazon Prime crossing path 40284. believe that's the back license plate of the Amazon trailer, but nonetheless, that's the Amazon logo. And JB Hunt is the truck cover carrying that logo. License 4KGX672, 6TQR 598, and it's 8:24 p.m. And I'm at the intersection of B Street, B as in boy, and Euclid. License 8BSN073, 7NAU137, or 7AUA137. Those are demons stalking in the path while I'm capturing the state, flying over me, but with a commercial airline plane. License 7JB8244, and the color of the wings appears as though this is Southwest Airlines that's flying directly over B Street where I'm at. And these minions are touching with light, stalking in the path on the ground around me. That's called relevant positioning. These black-faced minions, all right, monitoring with law enforcement, engaging in sexual violence, listening to the truth being spoke about them, 8TBR 971. Monitoring with the company Southwest Airlines. Understand how that's working. The people of the state using company names, the people of the state using black-faced demons who are monitoring with law enforcement. And that's what 8TBR 971 represents. That's what Omnitrans represents, who's group stalking at the bus stop. It is currently 8:26 p.m. And that, let me be clear, that iteration of the P.O.C. occurs as I begin crossing the street. Change in activity. What demons do as they do it. That's what's revealing demonic conduct. 7KBW004. Omnitrans is maintaining presence Route 83 for purposes of light activity. Omnitrans has absolutely zero form because there is no form with regard to the pattern of conduct. But I mean, not only that, this specific company has shown itself as exactly what it is and documented accordingly. This is stalking, and this demon is driving Route 83, and I'll get that license plate right now. It's 8:27 p.m. All right, I am being molested by Omnitrans, who is intentionally stalking in the path. This is why I am walking and their headlights are toward me, and yet I have a shadow in front of me, and I'll take a picture of that for you. All right, this is a molestation with what is, again, their headlights are bright. That's not ordinary headlights. And I also have what is the light that is conflicting with regard to that light activity, the direction of the light as it's being projected. That creates what is also double shadows, okay? 1404973. Double shadows is impossible light activity. This is demonic, and Omnitrans is engaging in stalking and molestation while stalking. Bus number 1329 being driven by a fat pot belly, like a Caucasian male. And all the minions on the bus are monitoring as well. Alrighty, and I did capture the minions on the bus, group stalking together as one. Omnitrans facilitating criminal conduct with the public, the people of the state facilitating criminal activity with the government, and engaging in sexual molestation altogether as the demons that they are, as one, monitoring with communication devices. And again, that is Omnitrans license plate 1404973, bus 1329, Route 83. And it is currently 8:29 p.m. Sex offender 8VRW 862. Zero 6518K1, and it is 8:29 p.m. All right, 06518K1, 5UYU324, 7ZZ D070, 6SWA916, 8ZMZ382, 8UEP652. These are minions coming from Lemon, 7DNG819, crossing path. Waiting for me to arrive, so I'm using my phone, so they're crossing path. Directed live remains of heavily documented Metro 102, the 150 East Holt Boulevard, the county building. This is where I'm at the intersection. This is group stalking headquarters. This is where I'm at. It's 8:30 p.m. 8JKF269. 8JKF269, I believe, or 279. Molesting. At 8:33 p.m. on traffic cameras at Plum. License 7YCE616. Definitely that one is correct, and they are molesting. License 5WAM990, 8STT810, 8KO2129. They all are taking that hit together, molesting, stalking in the drive-thru of Andy's Burgers, right? It has been put on very much plain street what they are doing at Andy's Burgers. License 7MOJ089, BIQ501, say BIQ50161. That's a paper plate. Very weird. License STRDA And it's 8:34 p.m. 8WNR 852 7Z. I can't really see that one. Omnitrans has been loitering the entire time I'm walking down the street of Holt Boulevard, maintaining light activity. 8RMW 410. And this is Omnitrans Route 61 doing that. That's amplification of audible activity while I'm in directed light. This is P.O.C. Now flying not over B Street, which was north of this location, right over me, flying now what is more south as I walk south, migrating south, flying, hovering over the B&G Plaza. Bus 1361. License 1302446. That is Omnitrans. It's 8:35 p.m. All right, pacing, Omnitrans and this demon 6XTZ245. Reversing at the same time that Omnitrans is driving forward away from the bus stop. That's demonic pacing. And they're acting as one. This is Shiro's Liquor. It is currently 8:35 p.m. 60552C3. 7HPY231. And 8SVK440. 7AYP609. 8HEA423. 7MES226, I believe. 7MLS226. And parked in relevant position in front of Brian's Automotive, which is closed down at 8:45 p.m., is a black Pilot. This vehicle has no license plate on the back of it. Let's see what's on the front of it. Nothing. Oh, this is funny. This is in front of Brian's Automotive, which is a third-party facilitating venue. It is 8:45 p.m. License 7TEC172. Touching with directed light. They're driving on transit while I'm walking across the street where the parking garage is. Their headlights are not touching me from that distance. This is a demon that is molesting while they are stalking. It is 8:47 p.m. That's Union Pacific, molesting as well.